Welcome back, my dear students, and in this lecture, I'm going to be showing you what type of website we will be building in this final real estate website project. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So you can see this is how our website will be once we are finally done with everything. We will be having property types as the villa, apartment, cottage, and resort. Anyone can just click on any of the property type and he will be taken there as the property category to be villa, and all the property that are in those category will be shown to us. So you can see how these properties are coming, and when we bring our mouse to this, how this zoom effect is coming. So we're going to integrate that as well. And there is also the custom fields coming, like the property price is coming, then the location is coming, then the bedroom is coming, then the size of the property is coming. Let's suppose that I want to take a look at this property. I will just click on it and I will be taken to this particular property page. Not only that, here is the location, category, the parking type, the price, the bedroom, and also is it furnished or not furnished. Same like this, we have also got a map that's been coming, a description, property features, and here is a contact form so that if anyone just enters the information, that information will be sent to the agent email address. Not only that, we have got the property images and also the related property in the same location. So you can see that Al Maraya Island, that's in Abu Dhabi. This is the location. Now it's just going to search for like Al Maraya Island, and it's going to just get like what are the properties in this location, and it's just going to show us that whether you are also interested in the 4-season resort. So anyone can just click on it and he will be taken there and he can take a look at it. So we're going to be building this website. Similarly, the administrator will be able to click edit property and he will be taken to the dashboard where he would be able to edit anything like either the title of the property, the description of the property that's been coming, also the price of the property, the size. So let's suppose that from fully furnished, I want this to be semi-furnished. All right. I just select that and now I can just hit update and this property will be updated. So let's wait till this is actually done. And once this property gets updated, I'll just hit view and you can see that now it's turned to semi-furnished. So there are a lot of things that we will be doing, like let's suppose that we've got the categories, we've got the location. So let's suppose that if someone wants to take a look at Dubai, then he can just select Dubai from there and it's going to take us there. The Dubai map is going to be here. It's just going to tell us about the life in Dubai, like how's the life in Dubai, and also all the properties that are in Dubai. Not only that, if he just clicks on Al Ain, then it will take us to the Al Ain where it will tell us life in Al Ain, and if Al Ain has a map, it will show us that, and if Al Ain doesn't have a map, it won't show us that. So all the conditions, there will be a lot of conditions that we will be doing, like if and else statement, and so much more. So like this also has a featured background image, that's why it's coming. This has a map, that's why it's coming. And if any location doesn't have a map, it won't come. So we will be adding these type of conditions into our website in this particular project. So this will be your final project. This will be your fully advanced project, and you're going to learn so much in this project. So just keep on watching. Happy WordPressing and congratulations on completing the first 4 projects of this course. And good luck for this final one. So now in this video, we're going to be building a template that's going to pull in the data right from here, and it's going to show that to here, so that whether you open any of the property that the user will add right here, you will be able to create a template, and that template you have to create it for one time, and that template will be basically serving all of the property right here. So make sure that you do have the Elementor and the Elementor Pro version, because since we will be dealing with the templates, you basically have to get this Elementor Pro version. Now, if you haven't bought it yet, then what you can do is that you can click the resources, you can click this link. The link is basically an affiliate link, and when you purchase it from that, I'm going to get a small commission. And now you have to basically select that whether you want to use this particular one on one single website or 3 website or 1,000 websites. So basically, if you are here for the web design purposes, you want to start your own web design company, I would highly recommend you to go with this particular plan, but it totally depends upon you. You have to select, and then once you've got it, all you have to do is to go to elementor.com, and now you have to click my account, and now you have to download the plugin. So you have to basically click this download plugin from here, and then you have to basically go to the plugins right here, and now you have to click add new, and now you have to upload plugin, and then you have to drag and drop the zip format of the plugin that you have installed. So once you have got your Elementor done, then you have to go to the Elementor right here, and you have to go to the license, and then you have to click activate to activate your license from the Elementor. And once everything is done, now you will be able to create your own particular template. So first of all, you have to go to the theme builder right here. Now I'm basically assuming that you do know about the archive, you do know about the single, and you also know about the particular theme builder, like how it works. So if you haven't, then I would highly recommend you to go to the video where we basically build a template for the e-commerce website so that you know how it works. Now you have to basically click add new, and you have to select it to be single. Since we are building a template that is going to be for this particular page on all single property that we will be adding, it's going to be catering all those. That is why you have to select single. Now you have to select the property type, and now you have to enter your template name. So your template name is going to be the default property template, and now you can hit enter. Once you will create your template, you will be taken to your Elementor right here. And now you can drag and drop your stuff over here. But you can see this is how our website is looking. This is the background coming, and everything is coming right here. But we need a plain, simple website because we don't need this ugly background and other stuff like that. So all you have to do for that is to go to the WP admin of the website and change your theme from the 2020 theme to basically the Hello Elementor theme, because we're going to be building our own custom header and we're going to be building our own custom footer too. So you just have to search for hello, and this is going to be right here, and now you have to hit install to install this theme. Now once you've got your theme installed, all you have to do is to go to the templates, and then you have to click theme builder again, and now you have to click edit with Elementor right here, and you will be taken back to this particular one. And you can see this is how it's looking right now. Now what you have to do is to basically click over here, and you have to go to the gear icon, click over here, and you have to basically select this to be Elementor full width, so that basically there should be a full width right here. Now even you will add a section, it should be catering the full width like so. Now once you've got your everything done, now we have to start working with the template. So first of all, we're going to be getting the property featured image. That's going to be the featured image of the property. Now for that, what you have to do is to click over here. And here we are going to have to hit edit section, and we have to do it right here, and we have to select a classic, and inside here, like you can see, it's right here where the image is coming. You have to basically click over here, and you have to set the post featured image. So whatever the featured image that you will add over here, which is going to be right here, you can see down below, whatever the main image that you will add will be pulled right over here. So now what you can do is that you can go to the layout, and you can go to a minimum height, and you can set this to this much like so. And now you have to basically get the post title. So instead of the post title, we're going to be using the text widget. We're going to drag and drop this here, and we're going to change this to the post title. And the post title will be right here. It's Burj Khalifa top floor. Now what you can do is that you can set this to center so that it should be right here. And now you can go and you can hit publish. So once you will hit publish, you will say that it should be visible. It should be basically added to properties, and it should be added to all properties, not a single property. And now you have to hit save and close. And now when you will come and you will refresh this, you will see that this is how your website is looking. There is going to be the title, just the title right now, because we don't have any featured image yet. Now for the featured image, what you can do is that you can go to the unsplash.com, and now you can search for the Burj Khalifa or the featured image of your particular property, and then you can add that particular there. So all you have to do is to click set property image, and now you have to get the property image that you can download from the Unsplash, and basically the administrator of the website will upload the images, so you can just guide him like how to upload the image. Now once the image is uploaded, now you have to basically hit set product image, and now you can hit update, and now you have to hit property view, and you will be taken to this right here, and this is how the image is looking. Now once you've got this done, now you have to come here and you have to go to the Elementor, and you have to refresh your page builder so that the image gets loaded. And this is how it's looking. Now you have to come here and you have to go to the edit section, and you have to go to the style, and for the position we're going to set this to center, and the size to be cover, like so that this is how it should be looking. Same like this, you can set the attachment to be fixed, so that the image should be having the parallax effect. Now once you've got this, all you have to do is to now start designing the image right here. So we're gonna first come here and we're gonna go to the background overlay, and we're gonna be giving a slight light background overlay right here. We're gonna set this to black, and we're gonna keep it to be like to 0.25, like so. And now you're gonna set this title right here. You're gonna have to select this, and the color of this is gonna be white. So now once you've got this, all you have to do is to now go to the advanced and apply the background color. So we're gonna be applying the background color that's gonna be a black color. Okay, like this is how it's looking right now. And same like this, you're gonna have to just keep the transparency to be a little light, like so. And now you can go to the advanced right here, and you can add some padding, so that there should be padding from the top that's going to be 20 pixels, and from the bottom that's going to be 20 pixels too. And this is how it's looking right now. So if you see it, you can see this is how the cool effect it's giving. Now you can go to the style over here, and you can work with the typography, and you can set this to like how you like it. And this is how it's looking. So I've also basically given the opacity to like here, so that there should be much more. Now we're going to be adding some of the more things. That's going to be the price of the property as well, so that the person know that what price does this property have. And for that, what you can do is that you can come here and you can get this text heading, and you can drop it right here. So it's going to be right here, and now you can set the text color to be white, so that this is actually visible. Now you can align this to center. So we're going to go to the content, and we're going to align this to center. And now we're going to have to get the data from the advanced custom field. So basically this is not over here. You have to go down till you find this ACF field. You have to click over here, and now you have to click on it again, and now in the key you have to basically get the price of this, and this is gonna get the price like so. And you can see that everything is done. And now what you can do is that you can click this right here, and before this you can add this dollar, so it's gonna be $1250. This is how it's looking. So same like this, what you can do is that you can go to the advanced over here, and before this you can just set this to property price, and you can add a colon, and you can give a space, and after this you can add the dollar sign, so that the person know that it's actually $1250 right here. And now you can go to the style, and you can style it the way you want to. And now we're going to be adding something that's going to be about the property. So about the property means that this property that we have added over here, it has a category as apartments, and it has a location that's the downtown. So all you have to do is to now come here, and you have to basically look for the post info, because we're going to be adding the post information. And now you have to drag it and drop it right here. And now you can see that we've got this, like who posted this property, on what date he posted, on what time, and the comments. So we're going to basically get rid of the time and the comment, and this is right here. And we're also gonna get rid of this right here, so we should be having just the author. Now you have to basically come here, and you have to change this to terms, and now in the terms you have to basically choose a taxonomy. So we're going to be selecting first the location, and here it is. It says the downtown. So now you can set this to right like here. Like you can basically go to the icon and you can set a custom icon. You can just come here and you can search for a location right here. Okay, and you can just right here, you can just add that and it's going to be added right here. And now you can go to the style over here and you can align this to center. Same like this, you can come here and you can add another item, and this time this item is gonna be the category. Okay, so for the category, you can just come here and instead of this icon, you can just come up here and you can search for home, so that's gonna tell you that the type of the property right here. Okay, and you can see this is how it's looking. Now you can come here and you can go to the icon right here and you can change the color of the icon. That's gonna be this right here, and you can change this to even red. Okay, and same like this, you can come here and you can change the text color to be white, so that is actually much more visible. So the location is basically downtown and the category is basically apartments, so it's like that. Same like this, if you want to write it, what you can do is that before the text you can just set this to the category like this, and you can set the colon right here, and this is how it's gonna work. But I like it to be the icon way, and the icon way is much more better. Now you have to go to the advanced and you have to go to the background and you have to basically apply a background color. So we're gonna be adding the same background color that we added, and we're gonna keep it to be a little less than that. And now you have to go to the advanced and we have to add some padding. So we're gonna be adding 10 pixels from the top and we're gonna be adding 10 pixels from the bottom, like so, and this is how it's looking. So we've got the downtown location and the apartment, the category as the apartment, and this is how it's looking. So now we are done with the header of the property. Now in the next video we will be adding below here the information of the property. Like you can see, we've got the size of the property, we've got the property type, we've got the property features, we've got the parking, the number of bedrooms, the location, and the agent email and everything. So in the next video we will be talking about like how to work with it. So stay tuned guys, and bye bye. So as you guys do know that in the previous video we actually designed this. Now in this video we're going to be taking it to the next level and we're going to be building something more. But first let's just click to this section and let's add 1200 pixels. You can also add 1280 pixels as well, so that there is much more of that. So we're going to be now following this 1200 pixel to each and every block that we add down below. Now we're going to be copying something from our previous designs, because those designs can be copied. Now if you take a look at the first website that we built, that was the business website, you can see this is something that we added. Now we are going to be copying the exact same strategy that we use over here. We added a section, then we added a column, and inside that column we added an intersection, and then we used 4 columns, and then we also added border right over there, and then we added the counter effect. Same like this, we're going to be using the exact same strategy, and we're going to be getting these particular property details that we have over here simultaneously. We're going to be getting the price, size, and the property type as well. We're going to be also getting the parking type and the number of bedrooms. So these things can be added. Same like this, the property features are something, basically they are checkboxes, so we cannot add that right over here. So let's go and let's get started. First of all, we have to get a section with a full column, and now we have to look for the intersection. We're gonna get this intersection and we're gonna drop it here, which is gonna be like this. Now once you've got your intersection done, all you have to do is to duplicate the column so that you get enough number of columns that you can see and you can work with them too. So we're gonna be basically catering 5 columns over here. That's gonna have price, size, property type. That's gonna also have the parking type and the bedrooms. So and if the location can be done, we will add that too. So now let's go ahead and let's design this. First of all, we're gonna be taking a look at the size of it. So you can see that we've got the size, and this is actually in a square feet right here. Now we're going to be getting this particular size and we're going to be fetching that to the database. And if you come up here, instead of using the size only, we should be also adding an icon right here, and then we should be showing the size of the property. That's going to be much better. So what you can do is that you can look for an icon.
you can get that icon and you can drop it right here. And now what you can do is that you can look for a text heading and you can drop it down below. Now you can change this heading to H4, which is going to be perfect for you, or you can even change this to a paragraph tag, so it can act as a paragraph, but I'm going to be using H4 because I kind of like it that way. Now you have to basically click dynamic tags and you have to go down to the ACF field and you have to click on it again and you have to look for the key and you have to get the size that we have. And this is going to be right here. Now you have to go to the advanced, and in the after, you just have to define that what is the unit of the size. So we're going to be defining it to be a square feet. So you can just write here SQFT, which is going to just tell the user that, okay, this is the square feet. Now what you can do is that you can come before over here and give some spacing. So you just have to add a space bar and it's going to get some spacing. Same like this, you can also use the HTML function that's going to add that into the subscript. So all you have to do is to basically type in here this angle bracket open, and now you have to type in here sub, okay, and now you have to close this angle bracket. So it's going to convert that into a subscript right over here. Same like this, when you open an HTML tag, you also have to close it, and what you can do is that you can copy it from here, and once you copy, you have to come here, and now you have to add it with a forward slash so that it gets closed and it gets open here, and now it's going to be totally perfect. Now you can see this is how it's looking. Same like this, what you can do is that you can now align this to center, and now you can design it the way you want to. So as you can see that I've designed this, I've chosen the Montserrat 21 and 300 to be the weight. Now you can click over here to this particular icon and you can choose the icon respectively. So since we're talking about the size, now for the size there is a lot of icons that you can take a look at and you can choose wisely. So for this particular one, you can take a look at this ruler. You can search for ruler and you can get this ruler in pencil. That's going to give you a perfect look of how you can measure the size and stuff like that. So it's going to tell basically the user that you don't have to define that this is a size, but the icon is telling it itself. So what you can do is that you can even click this heading. You can go to the content, you can click on the ACF field, and you can go right here and you can type in here size, and you can add a colon and you can add a space, so that the user know that actually this is a size. But I like it to be the pictorial way, and basically a study has also revealed that when you are using an icon and that defines most of the time, then you don't have to use the text. So like this. Now we're totally done with this particular one. So now let's go and let's choose a color for the icon. So for the color, all you have to do is to go to the style, and now you have to choose a color. Now for the color, I'd recommend you to go with your website scent that you have been using. So since we're using red over here, we're going to be making sure that we use the red over here too. So we're going to copy, we're going to get a red color like this, and we're gonna go and we're gonna stick with it for our whole website that we're gonna be adding in here, and that is basically just gonna be for our scent of the website. Okay, our website will mostly consist of black and white, but the scent is basically based on the red, so we're gonna be taking that for our website. Now we're totally done with the icon. Now what you can do is that you can go and you can duplicate these icons, and now you can do the changes respectively for each icon. So we're going to get a total of 5 duplication, and now you can go and you can delete the rest of the extra columns. Now let's go and let's take this one. So for this one, we're going to be getting the price, or you can get the property type, or you can even get the parking type. So we're going to get the parking type, and we're going to be featuring the price in the center. So let's click over here and let's search for parking. So if there is any parking right here, you can choose this one, and it's going to be right here, and now you can get the parking one. So for that, what you have to do is to click over here, this guy right here, and in the ACF field, you have to choose the parking type. It's going to be coming right here, paid parking. Okay, and now you have to just get rid of this one that was added after one. So it's right here. It's going to give the user a look that, okay, this is talking about the parking. But still, what you can do is that you can get this icon, and instead of that, you can change this to a car or something, so that the user will understand it much better. So that's going to be added over here. Now, which car is it? Anyway, let's just go ahead and let's talk about the other one. So for this one, we're going to be adding the price. So for the price, we have to get something that's going to basically tell the user that, okay, this is a price. So you can basically search for price over here, and it's not here. Something like this, you can search for dollar, So if you've got the dollar, it's going to be perfect. Now you can choose this, you can add this, and now you can get the price. So we can just click over here and we can get the price, which is going to be price, like so. And now in the end, you can use a dollar right here so that the person knows that, okay, this cost $12.50. That's going to be right here. Now we're going to be taking a look at we've got the parking, we've got the size, we've got the price, and now we can get the bedrooms. So for the bedrooms, you have to click over here and you have to search for bed, and we've got this bed, and now you can just come up here. And for this one, I think you have to define that, okay, bedrooms are that. Otherwise, the people are going to assume that there are beds in this particular apartment, something that you're renting. So that's kind of my thought. It totally can vary between people. Now we're going to be the bedroom, but you can see that the bedroom is not working. And since we're using, I think, the range function, that is why it's adding it. If we choose 5 from here, and then we even update it, and now we come here and we update the page, we just come and we refresh it, you will see that it will not be added. So basically this might be a bug with the Elementor right now. Maybe by the time if you are viewing this video, this will get resolved. But if it doesn't get resolved, then you have to sadly choose a different type of taxonomy. And for that, what you have to do, you have to go to the custom fields, and now you have to go to the field groups. We're going to be taking a look at the bedrooms right now. We're going to edit it, and instead of the range, we're going to get the number. Okay, and that's all. We're going to keep it that way. And now you can go and you can hit update. Now, once you hit update, you have to click here and you have to refresh this. And when you will refresh this, you will see that it should be having the bedroom, which has the number 5. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now if you will come and you will refresh this particular page, you will probably get that bedroom right over here. So we're going to get this. We're going to go to the content, the ACF field, and we're going to get the bedrooms. So we've got 5 bedrooms. Okay, not the 5 square feet. So we're going to click and we're going to get this. And now we're going to just type in here and it's gonna show the 5 over here. Or you can even change this to the bedrooms only, so that it's gonna be much better. Now if you will click over here, you will see it like that. And the last one is gonna be for our location. So you can add your location. You can also add the parking. So we are totally done with everything. This is the one that is left. We're left with the property type. So you can just come here and you can now get this property one. So you just have to click and you have to get the icon. And for this one, you just have to search for the property. So for the property, I'm getting this home on searching for home. I'm going to add this. And now here for this one, you can now get the type of the property. You can just click over here, you can just go to the size and you can select property type, which is going to get the type of the property that's going to be fully furnished. And now you can go to this particular one and you can get rid of that. So we are now done with the information that is going to be necessary for our product. And this is how it's looking. Now what you can do is that you can hit update, and this is how your website is looking. Even if you now will come and refresh this page, you can see this is how it's looking. So now we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be bringing this to the top right over here. So first of all, what you have to do is to apply the background color. And before adding the background color, I want you guys to come up here to the column and make sure to come here and set the padding to be 0 right here, so that there should be no padding between that. Same like this, you have to click to this particular one and you have to set the margin to be 0 so that it just comes the perfect way. Now you have to edit the intersection. Make sure that you are in the intersection and you have to apply a background color that's going to be white in color. And now you have to basically get the section that is before that, and for that you can use the navigator since we have got rid of that particular margin. And now you have to get this section which is basically holding all of these things. And now you have to go to the advanced, and in the margin we're going to be bringing this to top. So we're going to set the margin to be 150, which is kind of more, so we're going to be keeping it to be 90, which is more, and we're going to keep it 60, which is now kind of perfect. So now you can see this is how it's looking. So once you've got this thing, now you can go and you can start giving padding to each side so that there is much more spacing. So the very first thing I want you to do is to get the intersection, and then go to the padding and make sure to uncheck this, and then add 10 pixels from the top and 10 pixels from the bottom, and it's going to give much more scent to the website. It's going to tell the user, okay, this is something. And now you have to go to the style over here, and in the border, all you have to do is to add a box shadow. So it's gonna basically separate this particular thing, and it's gonna tell the user that, okay, this is something separated. And now you have to also get the section, which is the main section, and now you have to go to the layout, and you have to set this to 1200 pixels so that it basically matches the exact same width and height that we have been doing over here. And now it kind of looks good. Now what you can do is that you can get this particular column, and now you can go to the style over here, and you can go to the border, and you can add the solid border to the side of this, which is going to be the right side. So we're going to be adding 1 pixel, and that's going to be great. And now you can view it. You can see it. How does it look? So this looks kind of dark right now, so we're going to be keeping it to be light. So now it kind of looks good, right? Now what you can do is that you can copy the style. You can come up here, you can paste the style, and you can paste the style over here, and you can paste the style over here too, which is going to be the last one. Now if you will come and you will refresh this, you will see that now your website kind of looks much better. Same like this, there is one more thing that you have to do, is to just get this column again, and intersection, and make sure to add some more padding. So we're going to be increasing this to approximately 15, and this guy to 15 too. Okay, and now it looks good. So once you've got your intersection done, now you can go and you can use this particular one down below over here. So that's going to give the scent to your website too. So we're going to get this particular intersection. We're going to click this color style, and we're going to go to the border. And now we have to select it to be a solid one, and we have to add in the bottom, we're going to add 4 pixels, and we're going to be adding it to be the red one, so that we've been using. And now if you will click and you will see it to be like that, you will see that this is how it's looking, and it looks good. So now I want you to come here and set this to from 0.5 to 0.2, so that the opacity should be very much less, and now it should be perfect. So now you can see that we are fully done with the website. Now if you will come and you will view this property, you will click over here, you will click view, you will see that this is how your website is looking, and your website kind of looks good right now. Now in the next video, we will be talking about how to show the description. We will also be talking about how to add a map, and we will also be talking about how to show the information of the agent so that the person can contact, and we will also try if a person can also contact via the form. So we're going to be talking about these particular stuff in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So now in this video we're going to be talking about the content that is inside over here. So we're going to be displaying this particular content that we add to our post, and we're going to be showing that right over here. So if you take a look at the this right here, we're going to be getting the content over here, and we're going to be showing that here. But you can see that this is how the content is looking, and we don't want it that way. You can see that there is the Gutenberg that is actually being taking place, and this is how it's looking, and we don't want to give our user the experience of this way, because the user can do it this way and this way, and this content this Gutenberg window is not good. There is basically no panel, and the user just have to see it in a full screen mode. And so what you can do to prevent that is to just click over here, and now you have to go to the plugins, and then now you have to go to the add new, and you have to search for a plugin that's called the Classic. Okay, so we're going to be installing the Classic editor that came up with the WordPress when the WordPress was actually there, and I think Gutenberg came with the WordPress version 5 or 4. Maybe it's been a long time since the WordPress 5 is released anyway, so that is why I just can't remember. But then you have to basically install this plugin, and now you have to hit activate, and now when you will come and you will go to the property, and now you will click this all properties, and you will view that particular one. You will see that it will be changed like this. Okay, so now it kind of looks like you are basically dealing with the product type. So this is basically now much better way, and this kind of looks much better too. So now what you can do is that you can go to the lipsum.com, and you have to basically copy the content, and you have to paste some of the content so that there should be content showing for the website. and now you can go and you can hit update. So now, once you update it, all you have to do is to basically come up here to this particular one, and now you have to refresh this so that the page gets reloaded and everything from the database also gets reloaded right there. Now, when you will refresh this page, basically this title that you have written over here will turn into gray, but when you will click over here, you will see that it will be totally perfect. I think this is basically a bug with the Elementor. Hopefully, they will resolve that in the future. Now, what you have to do is to just click over here, and now you have to add your structure. So basically, now we will be adding our structure to be in a sidebar, okay? Because we're going to be having our content, and then we will be showing our sidebar right there, so that there should be the property features that we have added over here. So we're going to be selecting this particular one, and you can see it's right here. And now we have to click this section, and we have to go to the advanced, and in the margin, we're going to be basically giving some of the top margin. So that's going to be 200. And 200 is pretty much, so we're going to be keeping it to be either 150 or 100. And 100 is fine. Now, once you've got it, all you have to do is to also go to the layout and make sure to set this to 1200, since we're dealing with a 1200 right now. And now it's kind of perfect. Same like this, now you can do is that you can resize it, and you can keep it to be 70 this and 30 this, so that there should be the sidebar and here should be the content. So now, once you've got this, all you have to do is to now get the heading. And for the heading, you have to just drag this heading and you have to drop it. And now you can change this heading text to basically property details or property description. It totally depends. So we're going to be adding the property details. Now for this property details, we're going to be getting the post content that we have. We're going to drag this and we're going to drop it right here, and this is how basically it's going to look like. So now you can see that we've got the property details right here. Now here, what you can do is that you can also add some of the more information. So what you can do is that you can type in like the post features, the property features that we have added as a checkbox. And same like this, you can also add a Google Map icon, Google Map function that is basically here with the Elementor. You can just search for Google Maps, and this is right here, and you can drop it right here. And now what you can do is that you can get this from the ACF field, and you can get the location. Okay, you can just search for the location, and this is going to be right here. And now it's going to look for that particular text, and it's going to get that text, and it's going to show you right here. So you can see I added that Dubai Mall over there, and now you can see it's right here, coming right here. Same like this, you can search for the zoom effect, like how much zoom you want. It's right here. You can keep it to be like how much you need, and you can also work with now the height of it. So we're going to be keeping it to be like here. Perfect. Now once you've got it, you can see that this is how your property is looking, and now it kind of looks great. Okay, now here down below, what you can do is that you can now add the property features, or you can add it right here. But we're going to be adding it to be right here, so we're going to be getting the text editor. We're going to drop it right here, and here we're going to basically come here, select the ACF field, and we have to click on it again, and inside the key we're gonna go to the property features, and these features should be right here: swimming pool, Wi-Fi, sauna, and balcony. And now what you can do is that you can go to the advanced, and before here you can just type in here property features, or what you can do is that you can just get a text heading and you can drop it there, and you can type in the heading of these are the property features. Okay, so we're gonna be probably coming up here, and we're gonna be adding that as the before content. Okay, so we're going to be typing here property. You can add a semicolon, a colon right here, sorry, and now you can add it. And same like this, what you can do is that you can even make it bolder. So for the bolder, what you can do is that you can type in here this angle bracket open. You just have to type here B, and now you have to close it. So once you close it, you can see this whole heading, or this whole thing that we have over here, is going to be in the bold, but we have to close the bold till we get the features done, like here. So what you have to do for that is to just type in this angle bracket open slash, and then you have to type in here B, and now you have to close the angle bracket so that it should be only till this right here. Now we've got swimming pool, Wi-Fi, sauna, and balcony, and everything is coming like that. So now down below here, you can now add the information about the agent, like who basically has this property currently. Same like this, there is also one thing, and that is the image. Basically, the image gallery is not is missing here, and that is basically done with the ACF Pro version. So I would not recommend you to go and buy the Pro version, because ACF Pro version cost a lot of price right now. But since if you are basically building it for a client, you can get the ACF Pro version. Okay, and then what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can get that gallery and you can drop it right here, and now you can get the ACF gallery from this ACF gallery field, and then you can get the images of the property right here. But since we don't have the Pro version, we're going to be doing something that's going to be a hack, and I'll show you how you can go and how you can add an image field right in the field groups right here. So if you basically go and you take a look at here and then you click edit, you can see that we have got an option for the image to get uploaded. Okay, we don't have any option for basically you can go and you can add any of the number of the images, basically add galleries. We don't have the option to add gallery, but we have an image option for the image to get uploaded. So we will add 3 or 4 image fields over there, and then we will call those right on our property page, that the user can basically add 4 images maximum, and then those images will be called right over here right now. So we're going to be doing that later on, but you can see this is how right now our website is looking. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make it have a box shadow as well. So we're going to go to the advanced, we're going to go to the border right here, we're going to go to the box shadow, and it should be having a little box shadow right here so that it's going to look much better. Now what you can do is that you can basically set this to 0.2 so that it's going to be really very light. We're going to be keeping it to be 0.3. That's going to be much fine. Now you have to go to the advanced and you have to go to the padding over here, and we're going to be giving some padding that's going to be 20 pixels from each side, and now it kind of looks much better. So you can see we've got this heading coming, and then we've got the property details. Same like this, you can make this one as well in the border right there. So you can go to the advanced right here, you can go to the border, you can go to the box shadow, and you can apply that, and you can now set this to 0.3 as well, and this is how it's looking. So this is basically kind of giving now the booking.com effect. So if you take a look at the booking.com, you will see that booking.com websites basically they do have that thing. You can see how is it looking. So we've got this, we've got the description, we've got these right here. So these are actually having a little less shadow. So now you can see that we are done with this right now. So in the next video, now we will be talking about how you can go and how you can get that gallery function and how you can show some of the more images right down below or right here so that the user can see. So stay tuned guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video now we're going to be talking about the ACF Pro and the gallery. Now basically the ACF Pro version, Advanced Custom Field Pro version, will allow you to create a gallery. Now this is pretty expensive right now. For one single website it's going to cost you $49, which was the cost of the Elementor Pro itself. But for just the gallery function, just adding that particular function on your own particular website, and if you are on a low budget, I would not recommend you. If you can, definitely go for it. It's going to give you more customizability because you can use the Elementor gallery function and you can add a slider right over here so that the person can slide through and even click on image and view that. But if you are on a low budget and you don't want to do it, then I'm going to be showing you a hack right now. So if you want to do it, all you have to do is to download the Pro version. You just have to upload that like you do it with the Elementor Pro, and then what you have to do is to click over here, go to the field groups, and you have to basically edit it, and now you have to add another field, and here now you will see the gallery function right over there. All you have to do is to just add that, and then when you will click edit over the property, you will be able to create a gallery. So you have to basically upload multiple images, and once you are done with that, all you have to do is to now search for the gallery over here, and you have to drag this and you have to drop it anywhere down below or anywhere you want to add. So let's suppose that you want to add it over here, you can just add it, and you can now get the ACF gallery field, and it's going to get that, and it's going to show all the images right from your post. But since we don't have that, how to do something that's going to be an alternative for that. So for that, what you have to do, you have to use something that is called the this one as a field, okay? And we will be basically using a field as an image, and we're going to be working up with that. So here what you can do is that you can come up here and you can just tell the user, tell the administrator like how many images he wants to upload. So you can just type in here number of images. Okay, and now what you can do is that you can come up here and you can change this to basically a number, and now you can come up here and you can set a maximum value that's going to be 10 images and a minimum value is going to be 1. And now the person has to just define like how many number of images he wants to upload on basically this particular property that he is adding. So when he will select it, he will add that. Then we will take a look and we will add those particular fields. So what you have to do is to add this field, and now you have to add this to image 1. Okay, and now what you have to do is to just set this to basically image. And now here down below, you have to click this conditional logic. And now you have to say that if the number of images value is greater than 0, which means that it should be 1, then what you have to do is to show this particular field. Now, once you have added it, all you have to do is to just duplicate it till you get more. And now you have to set this to image 2, which is going to be right here. And now you have to go down where you see this number of images is greater than 1. And for this one, you have to change this to image 3. And now you have to say that if the number of images are greater than 2, then show the image 3. And for this one, we're going to be setting this to be image 4. And we're going to say that if the image's value is greater than 3, then show this. Okay, so this is how basically it's going to work. And now what you can do is that you can duplicate it once more. So it's going to be the image 4 once again. And now you can change this to image 5. And now you can go down and you can change this to image 4 right here. And you have to do it till every 10 images or the number of images that you want to allow your users to upload. So you can see that the number of images that we are setting here as the maximum is 10. So now here you can see that I've added basically 8 images right here, and I'm going to be basically restricting the number of images to be maximum as 8. And now let's go and let's hit update and let's have a look and let's see how does it work on our property. So all you have to do is to basically come here, and now you have to go to the all properties, and now you have to open this up. And once you will do it, you have to basically click edit and you will be taken down. And now what you have to do is to select like how many images you want to add. So let's suppose that I select 1. You can see that I've got this right here. Now if I select 2, I will get 2 over here. And if I increase this to 3, I'll get 3. If I increase it to 4, 5, 6, and then I will get 6. If I increase it to 7, I'll get 7. And if I increase it, I'll get 8. And if I increase it, now you can see that I will not be able to increase it more because the more images I can add is basically the 8 images, and we will show 4 rows over here for the images right here. So now once you have got all your images done, now what you have to do is to upload the images for that. So let's suppose that we select it to be 6 images, that we want to show 6 images. Now you have to upload these images. So now I would recommend you to basically go to the Google and get your free licensed images. And now once you've got your images, all you have to do is to just drag those images and drop right here. And now once you've got your images done, all you have to do is to upload the images for each of the image that you want to add. So I've got these 2 images, so I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to get another one right now. And we've got basically the 6 images that we were adding. So now once you've got the images done, all you now have to do is to just hit update. And that's all. Now you can see that you are totally done with it. Now what you have to do is to just come up here and make sure to update everything that you have on your Elementor. Otherwise you're going to leave the changes. And now what you have to do is to refresh the page so that everything gets refreshed over here. So now you can see that we are right here. Now what you have to do is to get 4 columns that you can show over here, or you can show over here as well as the product gallery or the product images right here, so that the person knows that, okay, these are the images of this particular product and he can see it. So now what you can do is that you can add it over here. So for that, what you can do is that you can duplicate it, and here we've got this right now, and you can click over here and you can change this to product images. Okay, and now once you've got it, all you have to do is to get the inner section. you have to drag this and you have to drop it down below. And this, as you can see, we have got right this. Now what you can do is that you can duplicate it. So we've got 4 duplication, and now you can see that you can show 4 images right here. If you have a short space right now, what you can do is that you can even shift this to even 2, or you can even shift this to 3 as well. So I think it would be better if you show only 2 images and then you just basically show them right here. But to add those images right here, it would be very much bigger in size. I would recommend you to add those down below. So what you can do for that is to just click on it here and just add a section, and then click over here and set this to 1200 pixels. And now what you can do is that you can get the product images, you can drag and drop it over here, and now you can get this intersection and you can drag this and drop it right here down below. So now you've got the product images. Now what you have to do is to select this intersection and set this to 1200 too, so that it just basically fits in right here. Now once you've got it, all you have to do is to just duplicate this column and duplicate this column right here, so that you've got 4 images. And now what you can do is that you can click over here and you can look for the image, and you can drag this and drop it right here, and you can get the image from the database. So we're going to be getting the image as an ACF field, and we're going to say that it should be having the image 1. So this is going to be right here. Now once you've got it, all you can do is that you can duplicate it right here, and you can drag this one here, you can drag this one here, and you can drag this one here. So we've got the images like this. Now you can come up here, you can change this image to image 2, and this one image to be the image 4 right here. So now you can see that this is how the images are looking right now. So image 4 I think is the same now, because I might have uploaded the same image right over there. Now once you've got it, all you have to do is to duplicate this field, and now you will be getting this. And now you have to change this field from image 1 to image basically 5, and this one to image 2 to image 6. And this one to the image 7th, and this one to be the image 8. Now here, once you've got all the property images right here, all you can do is that you can now hit update. And now if you will come up here and you will refresh this page, you will see that this is how the property images are looking, and you can basically view these images like that. Now basically, if you take a look at here, you can see that the images are right here for the viewing purposes, and I cannot click over here to view this on a full screen. You can do it that way as well. All you have to do is to come here, select the image, and now you have to go to this particular link, and you have to select this to be media file, and it should be having a light box to be yes. Now once you've got it, all you can do is that you can copy it, and you can come up here and you can even paste the style, and you can see if this copy is that. So since this is not copying that particular one, so you have to do it as the media file, and you have to set this to yes to each of the images that we have over here. Now once you've got all the media files done, all you have to do is to now come here and refresh. And when you will refresh, you can see that the images are clickable. If you will click any of the image, you will see that it will open up like that, and now you can view the images like that. So, and since there is nothing over here, that is why these are just the empty, and there is nothing coming right here, because the image field is actually empty. Now we are done with the property images right here. So now in the next video, I will show you how you can add a contact form down below or right over here, so that a person can contact about this particular property right here. So in the next video, we'll be doing that. Stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, now we're going to be talking about the property email, and we're also going to be showing a contact form right over here, either here or down below. So we're going to be taking a look at that, and we're going to say that how can the person contact the agent, that any agent who will just add his information right in the property agent email. Okay, so agent email is going to be right here. So we're going to first quickly change this email to the email where we can basically receive the email, so that we can basically verify if everything is working. And now once you've got that, all you have to do is to now come here and you have to refresh this page. Now now for the form, what you can do is that you can show the form right over here. So that's going to be like contact the person. So if you want to contact the person, you can just add that. So for that, what you have to do is to just search for the form, and now you have to drag this form and you have to drop it right down below. So this is going to be right here. And now once you've got your form done, all you have to do is to now work with it. So we're going to be talking about the fields later on, but first what we have to do is to just come up here, and now we have to get the heading over here, and we have to just add this text, and we have to change this to contact. Okay, and once you've got this, all you have to do is to now select this form right here, and now you have to go to the advanced, and in the border you can go and you can add a box shadow, and you can even set this to 0.3 or 2, and you can now go to the advanced, and in the padding you can add some padding that's going to be 10 pixels like that. So this is how it's looking. It says contact about this property. So now it's going to be the name, here is going to be the email of the person, and here is going to be the message of the person, like what he wants to say about this particular property. So let's just go ahead and let's add the things over here, and let's start editing the form, and let's work with it. So first of all, what we have to do is that we have to get the title of the property, so that it should also be added over here, so that when the form will be sent, the user, or basically the person who is going to receive the email right here, will know that okay, he is talking about this particular property. If he is basically adding 2 or more properties on a website, if that particular agent, then he should basically distinguish between those properties. So for that, what you have to do is to just add an item, and here the label is going to be the property. And now what you can do is that you can come up here and you can set this to text, and now you can come up here and you can get the default value, okay, and you can come up here down below, and in there where you see this post title, you just have to click over here, and you can see that this is coming right now that says that okay, this is actually the property title. So you can bring it right here so that it should be right over here. Now once you have got your property title right over here, now what you have to do is to hide this as well, because we want to hide this. We don't want the user to basically see this, because the user can either change this and then there will be a problem for that. But you can go and you can set this to hidden, so that a user will not be able to see this property title right over here. Now in this ID, what you can do is that you can change this to property title. So this is now basically a short code that you can copy and paste it right in the email down below, and you can just get those fields right there, so that okay, that this is basically the ID or the title of the property. Okay, right in the form fields that we have over here. So we've got the property title, which is hidden, and it's going to be getting it from the title of the property that's going to be right here. Now once you've got your property title done, now what you have to do is to add another item, and now this item is going to be an email, and what you have to do is to change this to basically agent email. Okay, and now what you have to do is to just go to the advanced and click dynamic tags and go down till you find this ACF field. You have to click on it, and then you have to set this to agent email, so that the agent email is going to be getting from here. And now you can change this to agent email. Okay, and this is basically the field ID now that is going to be added over here. So this is basically the agent email. You have to come here and you have to basically now add this to hidden, so that this should be hidden right here, and basically that particular email will come from the database, and now we will get that email, and we will use this short code to send an email to this particular agent. Now what you have to do is to copy this particular short code, and now you have to go down where it says actions after submit. So actions, when someone will click submit, basically this one, the email will be sent, and that email will be sent to not this email but to the agent email. Okay, it will be sent to the agent email, and now it's going to be not new message from my WordPress, it's going to be inquiry about your property. And now you can come up here to the form fields, you can go to the property title, you can go to the advanced, and you can get the property title. You can now go down and you can get the email, and you can just put this in the inverted commas and you can just paste it. Now once you've got your subject done, here's going to be the message field, And now in the field, there's going to be the email of the person who is going to be contacting. And now you can go and you can hit update. So now, once you are fully done with it, all you now have to do is to come up here, and now you have to click View Property, because now we're going to be just sending the information. So now we're going to be adding the information. We're going to be changing the email to info@itonzeal.com, and we're going to send in the message, hey, I am interested in this property. Okay, and now what you can do is that you can click on send over here, and it says the form was sent successfully, which means that the message will now be sent to the email that the person will have written right down here. So it should be sent to this particular email address. Now what you can do is that you can go to your Gmail or the email address that you added over there, and you should have received an email. It says right this. Okay, you can come up here. It says inquiry about your property, Burj Khalifa, top floor, and you can click on it, and it says this right here. It says name of the person, property title is this, email is this, and the message is basically, hey, I'm interested in this property, and the agent email is basically this, which is basically your email. Same like this, there is date, time, the page URL, on which page he was on, the browser he was using, and everything that is coming right here is right here coming right now. So now you can see that the email is working now perfectly. Now this is some meta information that is coming right here. So what you can do is that you can get rid of those right here. You can just get rid of the credit, which means the credit down below is coming right here. So if you come up here, you can see it says powered by Elementor. What you can do is that you can get rid of that thing. So since you are building the website for your client, you basically have to remove that. And same like this, you can get a list of those particular thing that you can add. So there is also going to be the IP address of the client, so you know about like the client was using which IP address, which server he was using, and if he is on the same country and should you be contacting him. Same like this, what you can do is that you can even add as much form fields as you want. So you can even add about the phone number as well. You can set this to phone, and you can now change this to telephone. Okay, and it should be here. And now what you can do is that you can drag this to the top over here, and now you can change the placeholder text, so you can just add pretty well anything over here, and it's going to be appearing right down below. Same like this, you can make it required so that the person has to also enter his phone number, so that you can contact him and you can tell him, okay, this property is available and you can buy this property for this much price and stuff like that. So you can just add this right here. Now you can go ahead and you can hit update. So congratulations guys, now we are fully done with our property. Okay, this is how the property is working. The person can even contact about this property, and whatever the agent email is going to be there, that particular email will be, this particular form will send the email to that particular agent. Stay tuned guys, and bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So now in this video we're going to be fixing a bug that is basically a category bug that is coming right here. So if you take a look at the post and then you go to the category, you can see that the category works like that. So there is apartments, cottages, resorts, and villas that is coming. Same like this. Now if you go to the property and then you click categories over here, the same are coming. So basically this is conflicting with this right here. And that is why we have to make sure that we, instead of using this particular one, the WP core category, we have to make sure that we use this right here and we create our own taxonomy and then we work with it. So all you have to do is to basically go to the CBD UI and then you have to click add edit taxonomy, and then you have to create a new one. So let's suppose that if you can see that we have an apartment, which is the count is equals to 1 because we have an apartment there and we have added over inside our all properties. But now if we just go and we take a look at view right here, it's not working. And that is why because this is conflicting with each and every one. And now if you go to the edit post type and then you take a look at the edit post type over here, the properties is selected and you go down, you can see that we are using the core categories right here. So all we will do right now is that we will uncheck this and then we will just go ahead and we will hit save post type. Now once you are done with it, all you will do is that if you will hover over it, you can see that we're not getting the category right here. Now what you have to do is to click add edit taxonomies. And now you have to create your own taxonomy that can be the type of the property or that can be the category of the property. And now here we will type in here the category. So you can just type in here category, and you can see it says slug already exists. And the reason for that is because if you take a look at this and then you take a look at the categories right here, you can see that this slug will already exist. This says the category right here. So that's why you have to make sure that you change it, or you have to use anything different. Same like this. Now, if you just take a look at the e-commerce website, you can see that on the e-commerce website, if you take a look at any of the category, you can see it works like that. It says property dash category and then the clothing. Okay, so this is how it works. So same like this, what you can do is that instead of using the plain category for conflicting it with that, all you can do is that you can type in here property dash category. Now, when you will give a space, it will automatically add the underscore, so you can leave it that. And now what you have to do is to just type in here a property category, or you can just keep it the same as the category, because the main part is basically the slug, that's all, and there is nothing that will conflict if you just even keep it the same. So we're going to now change this to category 2, and now we are going to select this to properties. And now what you can do is that you can go down, and in the hierarchical, you have to make sure that this is true. And now you can go and you can hit add taxonomy. And you can see that the taxonomy has been added. Now if you will go to the property and then you will click category, you can see that we are right here. And now you can go ahead and you can create your own category, which is going to be that. And now you can just set it to apartment, and then you can click add new category, and it's right here. And now if you will go ahead and you will view this right here, you can see it's right here. It says property dash category. It's right here, apartment. So now, once you're done creating that, all you have to do is to now just go ahead and basically add all those categories that we have over here. So you can see that we added these categories: apartments, cottages, resorts, and villas. And now what you can do is that you can, same like this, you can go to the category right here and you can add those. And all the categories are coming right here. So now if you will come and you will refresh this, you can see that this is now arranged in the alphabetical order. And now if you will come up here and you will go to the all property, and now if you will just basically click edit over here, you'll be taken to that. And now you can select a category, which is going to be the apartment. You can hit update, and if you will come and you will refresh this particular page, you can see now we get for the category apartment, we get this particular one, Burj Khalifa top floor. Same like this, you have to make one more edit, and that is you have to open up this particular property, and you can see it's right here. It says the category apartment, which is just coming from that. All you have to do is to basically click edit with Elementor, and you have to select this one right here. And now you have to click on it again, and in the terms, you have to basically set this to category right here. Okay, you have to select the category because that is conflicting with that. And now you have to basically hit update. And now if you will come up here and you will basically go ahead and you will click exit to dashboard. And on refreshing this page, if you will click this apartment, you will see that you are now taken to the property underscore category / apartment. And this is how it's looking. We've got the Burj Khalifa top floor. So that's it right now. You can see that now there is no conflicting and it's totally perfectly working. So now in the next video, we will be now talking about the archive pages, and then we will be working up with the header and the footer. So let's get started with the archive pages in the next video. Stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So now there are a few things that I want you guys to do, and let's just go ahead and let's see what are the things that I want you guys to do. Is that first of all, you can see that I've created this header, and I've also changed the look of it. This was red before and now it's blue. And we go down, then we also have the footer, and we have this particular one. So I want you guys to go ahead and just design this. Now I'll be showing you these templates that what we have done. So basically, if you go ahead and you take a look at the header template right here, you basically, what you have to do, you have to go to the dashboard, and then you have to go to the theme builder, and then you have to create your own header there. And now I'm going to be showing you what things to use in the header. So basically what I've done is that you have to click on this, and then you will see a lot of templates for your header. like these are the templates. So I am using the first one, which is the beyond one right here. You have to basically click insert and it's gonna be added in. So once you add the header, you will see that it will be right here. Now what you have to do is to click on this and then go to the advanced and make sure that the margin is set to 0 for every side, because in the bottom there will be some minus margin. So you have to make sure that you set this to 0. Then what you have to do is that you have to go to the style over here and you have to choose the color 1. You have to basically use a gradient color, and the color 1 code is this, that is 274060. The second color is basically this one, that is 1B2845. And the location first is 23, this is 33, and the angle is 130, and it's giving this kind of look. Same exact strategy, you have to use it right in the footer, so it is exactly same what we have done. And for the footer, we are also using a template, so we will come to that later. Now in the menu, I want you guys to go and create a menu. All you have to do is to go to the menus from the dashboard, and then you have to create a menu. You have to create these custom links. Now by the custom links, I mean you will see the home page itself, which is going to be the URL of the website, and then here is going to be the home, which is going to take you to the URL. Then I've got the all properties. I have added a dummy link. By dummy link, it means that I've added just a hash sign, so it's going to be just like that. Okay, so for every link that I have added is just a hash sign. It will not be effective on the website itself. Okay, so if I will click, it won't work. It is just here because to see that how our website will look like when we will add the properties and the locations and these stuff like that. So now once you have added your menu, all you have to do is to select your menu, and then you have to go to the style, and in the style I'm using the horizontal padding to be 23, vertical padding to be 10, and the space between to be 0, so that it kind of looks like that. And then what I'm doing is that for the hover, I'm using the pointer color to be blue. Okay, the blue color code is this, which is 5899E2, that you can copy and paste. Same like this in the content over here. The pointer is basically set to the background, so it kind of looks like that. Then the number is same, I've not changed anything, and it's just like that. Okay, then your header will be done. So once you're done with the header, I want you guys to go to your footer then. Okay, so you have to basically go to the WordPress, you have to go to the theme builder, and you have to create a footer that you guys already know, so I don't have to explain you. Then in the footer, basically what we're doing is that we are also using a template. So you have to click that guy over there, and you will see a template down below. This one right here. So you can see I'm using this particular template over here. This is basically set to gray right here, but here I'm using the color combination that I'm using with my website. So for the website, I'm using the exact same color combination I showed you before, and you have to use the exact same angle with that, and that's all. It's gonna be perfect. Same like this, you have to click on this right here, the content testimonial carousel, and then you have to go to the style over here, and where you see this bubble, you have to change this to this as well. So it's going to be 335C81, which is going to be the background of that. Okay, and everything will be designed. Then what you have to do is to come up here to this last section, and you have to set this to black color, and this to be the white color, and this to be the white color too, so that it just looks perfect. So once you're done with each and everything, your header will be completed. So once we're done with the header and the footer, I want you guys to just go to the property that was the Burj Khalifa property, which is right here. And then I want you guys to go to the edit with Elementor, and you have to basically just use this default property template that we created, the single template, and you have to now edit this. So in here, you have to do some changes, which is going to be the icon of this. And for this icon, you have to choose the blue color. So I'm going to be telling you the blue color code right now, which is going to be 65AFFF. Okay, and the same color is being used over here, and the border right down below is also the same. Okay, then we go down, and there is nothing that we have to do more. So once you're done with the template, the header, and the footer, you will be done with the website. So once you are done, then I want you guys to do one more thing. and that is you have to go to the properties, and then you have to go to all properties, and you have to add these particular properties. Okay, so you can see that I've added a lot of properties, and these properties are in different type of categories that we have added. So if you go to the category section, you will see that we've got apartment, cottages, resorts, and villas. So here we've got the villas, 14 villas, we've got resorts, we've got cottages, we've got apartment. So all you have to do is to basically just click add new, and you have to add a title, add the description, add the property details, which is going to be the price, the size, and the property type, and the property features, and the just like that. And you have to select the location, and you have to select the category, and then you have to add the particular featured image, and then you have to publish it. And when you will publish it, the property will be published, and it's going to pull in the template that we have built. So now if you open up any of the page, you will see that it's going to be like that. It's going to basically get the featured image, it's going to get that, and then it's going to be birthed by the location and the apartment. So if you click anything, if you click apartment over here, you can see we're taken to the category apartment, and these are all the apartments coming right here. So you can open up any of the apartment right here, and it's going to be like that. So I want you guys to do that. At least you should be having 30 posts, or maybe just keep in mind that it should be more than 15, so that when you are designing the archive page, you should be able to work with the pagination and stuff like that. So I want you guys to have at least 15 properties, and you can choose different type of locations and different type of categories, and you can work with it. So same like this, we've got Elaine. For Elaine, we've got, you can see these posts, these properties in the location of Elaine. Now once we're done with that, then I want you guys to design your home page as well, because you guys don't know how to design a home page. Okay, you guys have designed the e-commerce website homepage, which is amazing that you have designed it yourself. So now I want you guys to design a homepage that's going to have the category of the property, that's going to have basically the locations then, and that's going to have something that you can add to the website to make it much better. And you can design it. So let me tell you what the way I have designed. So if you want to copy some of the stuff, you can definitely copy. So when you will come to the home page, you will see that this will be basically an archive page that is going to show the latest post of the website. Now you guys don't know about how to create a home page. You have to basically go to the new, and then you have to click page, and then you have to create a page that is going to be your home page. So you have to basically create a page that is going to be home page. Then you have to click edit, and you have to set this as Elementor full width. And then once you are done with that, all you have to do is to go to the settings, and then you have to go to the reading, and then you have to set a static page, and you have to set your home page to be home page, and then you will see that your home page will be there. Now let's just talk about how to design this particular page. So you basically have to go to the edit with Elementor, and you have to design it. Now let me explain you what I'm using so that you can design it the way I have designed. So this is basically just a slider that I've added in the section. Okay, it's just a one slide. The keyburn effect is there so that the image gets zoomed, and the zoom direction is in, and the background overlay is black, and then the font that I'm using over here is going to be Montez. Then we've got the property types. So property types are like that. Now I've used two intersection. This is going to be the first intersection, this is going to be the second intersection, and I'm using two columns over there. So in the intersection, let me show you the margins and padding. So you can see I've got the margins to be set to 0, and for this one I've got the padding to be 2, so that there should be 2 padding from each side. Okay, now let me just show you how this looks. So if you go to the call to action, which is this, then you can see we have got the content. In the content, I'm just getting the villa. I've just written the villa, and the image is this, so you can choose any of the villa image so that the user know that okay, this is basically villa. And then in the advanced, you have to use the padding to be 0, and in the style you have to use the height to be 307 pixels, so that it's going to be that much. And then you have to use 2 so that it will be like that. And then you can also use the cottage and resort depending on the categories that your website covers. Now for this guy right here, so I don't have to explain to you, but it's Montserrat 57 and weight to be 100. Now you can choose your own. Then I'm using this right here, which is pre-made by Elementor. So it's basically a section that I added. We know what we do. You guys don't know about it. This is a counter. This is a counter. This is basically a column. The column is having a border right here, so you can have that too. Then we go down, you can see a great thing that I've added, which is exactly same like this right here. So you can see we've got for her and for him. Now if you come up here, I'm using Dubai, and here it says view properties. And then we go down, we've got Abu Dhabi, which is right here, and it says view properties. And then we go down and we've got the Sharjah, and it's saying the view properties, and it's going to take to the Sharjah. Now what you can do is that you can basically come up here, you can go to the location, and you can basically copy the link. So you can see we've got the Abu Dhabi. Now what you can do is that you can open this up in a new tab, and this is the link. So all you have to do is to just copy the link, and in the button, where is the button there, you have to basically add that, and it's going to work. So if anyone will click, he will be landed to this particular page. Now in the next video, we will be designing the archive page, which is going to be amazing. So I didn't want this course to go much longer, explaining you the same thing every time, because a designing part, now you can do it yourself. So I just have to explain you what I have done. You can copy that if you need the exact same design, and that's all. You will be done. Now let's just go ahead and let's take a look at any of the one here. So we're gonna go to the Abu Dhabi, we're gonna click on it, and you can see we've got these posts coming for the location of Abu Dhabi, and we've got these right here. It says beautiful villa near city. You can click any of the posts, and it's gonna pull in that particular one using the single template, the properties template, default property template, which is a single, and it's going to pull in that, and it's going to just show you that way. So you can see how cool and amazing it's looking. Now in the next video, we will be talking about the properties archive pages, and I'll show you how you can go ahead and how you can design that. Stay tuned, and bye-bye. So once you are fully done with the website, you have designed the website like I've shown you in the previous video, your website will kind of look like that. Now in this video, we will be talking about how to design the archive pages. So you can see that if you take a look at any of the property types, that's going to be villa, apartment, cottage, or resort, and you click on any of the property category, you will see that it's right here. We've got the resorts coming like that, which is the default way. Now you can see how is it looking. So we've got this like that, and same like this if you go and you click on the home page again, and then you go to any of the property type which has more properties in it, then you will see the pagination will be like that. So if you go down, you can see we've got the older here, so you can click on it and you will be taken to the page 2, and you can go down and we've got the newer right here. So if there are more properties, you will see an older sign there again, and you can switch to the page 2, page 3, page 4, and page 5, and so on. So that is how the properties are going to work. Same like this, there is going to be the all properties that's going to show all the properties right there. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, I want you guys to go to the dashboard right here, and now you have to go to the custom CPT UI, which is going to be the custom post type, and then you have to click on add edit post type. And now you have to click edit post type, and you will see this properties. Now you have to go down, and you have to see this one where it says has archive. So basically your site domain / the slug is going to show all of the properties. So if you take a look at that, which is going to be site4.itenzeal.com / the slug that we have over here, which is property, you will see all the properties over there. So you will take a look at here. If I click on it, you can see I'm getting the archives, and then I'm getting properties, and now here I'm getting all the properties right here. So even if I click older, I'll be taken to page 2, and now I go down, here it says then older again, so I will be taken to the page 3 now. So here I'm getting all of the properties. Now if you go down and you want any other slug over there where you want to show all the properties, then what you can do is that you can add that. Or if /slug is not working, same like this, then what you can do is that you can go down, and where it says slug to be used for the archive URL, you can use that. So you can just use it this way. So you can just add it all - property. Okay, and now you can go and you can hit save post type, and now when you will come and you will refresh this page, you can see it says page not found, and you have to type in here all dash property, and then it will work. So this is basically something that I wanted to tell you. And so once you're done with that, you can just keep it the default way, because I like it that way. So then you can go ahead and you can hit save post type, and it's gonna work without the all dash property. And now if you will refresh this page, you will see that it will show all the properties. So once you're done with that, now I want you guys to go and design your menu. So you can see that we are using the custom link. So if you click on it, if you click on any of the link, it's not gonna work. So for that, what you have to do is to just go ahead and click on menu. And now here in the properties, where it says the properties right here, you have to basically just type in here /property, and then you have to add a slash again, and now it will take the person to the property page. Okay, so you have to basically save it, and now when you will go ahead and you will visit the website, and then when you will click all properties, it's going to take the person to the property archive page like so, and you can see we are right now in the all properties. Okay, it's marked. Now, once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now add the locations. So for the locations, it's kind of a bit tricky, like whether you should go to the properties location and then get all the locations and then add those as a custom link, which is a bit hard task. So for that, what you can do is that you can see we've got the categories, and we're not getting any category because these are the post categories. So these are the post category. Okay, we need to add the category that are the category of the property category right here. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you have to click on the screen options, and then you will see that we've got the category and we've got the location. So this category is basically the property category, and this location is also the property location. So all you have to do is to click on it and click on it, and now you can see we've got the villas, resorts, and apartments, and we've got the locations as well. So once you've got that, all you have to do is to click on view all, so that these are aligned in the ascending way. And now once you've got that, all you have to do is to select all. Okay, and once you have selected this, all you have to do is to click on add to menu, and you can see we've got now every category done. So once every location, I'm sorry. Now what you have to do is to drag this contact us and drag it down below right here, and you also have to get the category, and you have to add this down below like so. And once you're done with that, now you can see we've got the locations, and inside the locations we are beneath the locations, we are getting all the locations. So what you have to do is to make it the subcategory, and make this the sub of the subcategory, which is going to be the Abu Dhabi, because Abu Dhabi is the main country, and then we've got that, and like so. Then we've got the Al Ain, which is the main city inside the UAE, and then we've got the Dubai, and inside the Dubai we've got Bur Dubai, Dera, downtown, Dubai Marina, and the Jebel Ali. We've got also the Jumeirah. So then we've got the Sharjah, which is the main city. So we were gonna make it the sub item, which is like that, and then this is gonna be the sub item, like so, and like so. So now once you're done with the locations, you can see it's gonna look like that. Now we have to work with the categories. So for the category, you have to select this one, not the categories, which is right here. And now you have to click view all, and now you have to click select all, and now you have to hit add to menu, and you will see the categories will be added to. Now you can bring this contact us down below, and now you can make this the sub item, this the sub item, this the sub item, and this the sub item too. Now the contact us page, you can create it yourself because you know how to create it, and you can just add the URL of that too. So I don't have to explain you that. Now you can go ahead and you can hit save menu. So once you're done with that, now if you will come up here and you will refresh this page, you will see that now we are getting the Abu Dhabi, and these right here, the Dubai, and every right here is the Sharjah, the category as well, apartment, cottages, resorts, and villas, and everything is perfectly working right here. So that's all for right now. We are done with the menus and everything. So in the next video, now we will learn how to design the archive pages. Stay tuned, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be building a template for our archive page. Now, if you take a look at the website, the e-commerce website, you can see that if you go to the shop page, you can see all of the products are coming like that. Okay, and you've got the price, you've got the title, and you've also got the add to cart button, like so. Like this is how basically an archive page looks like. And in our website, if you take a look at the website that we have built, you can see that if you take a look at the all properties, this is how the properties are looking. We've got just the title, we've got just this, and we've got the description, and that's all. And we also want to show the price of the property. We also want to design it custom way so that we can see what is going on. Now, first of all, what you have to do is to just come up here to the theme builder, and then you have to click add new, and you will see a template pop up like that. And now what you have to do is to select it, and you have to select it to be an archive page. Okay, and once you have selected it, now you can just go ahead and you can type in here property archive. Okay, and you can just name it anything, and now you have to click create template. So once you have are basically right in there, you can see that it's gonna just ask you whether you want to use any of the pre-made template for that, but you're gonna hit cross, and now we have to design it. So first of all, what we'll be doing is that we will be designing something like that. We will be showing the title of that particular thing. So what you have to do is to just add a section, and then you have to hit add here. And now what you have to do is to just make this section to be 1200 pixels, and now you have to get the archive title. So we'll get that, and we will drop it right here, and it's gonna just tell us that this is the archive page. Okay, and now once you are done with that, all you have to do is to now come up here, and you have to basically add a background color. So you have to basically edit the section. You have to go down with the background type, and now here you have to add the color code, which is going to be right here. And now this is done. Now you can go to the layout, and you can add some of the height to that. So we're going to be adding a minimum height, and we're going to keep it this much, like so. It's going to be 172. Now you have to click the title, and you have to change the color of the title, which is going to be white. And now you can work with the typography. So we're going to be using the Montserrat, and we're going to be keeping it to be 100, like so. And this is how it's working. It says the archives. Okay, now what you have to do is to get now the post. Okay, so we have to get the post, and we have to show them right here. Like you can see, this is how all of the posts are coming. So we have to get the post. Now what you have to do, you have to click this archive post, and you have to drag this and drop it right here, and it's going to create a section. It's going to add a column, and then it's going to add the post right here. It says it seems we cannot find what you are looking for, but you have to wait for some time. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's click on this. Okay, and let's just go ahead and let's set this to 1200 pixels so that it just matches the exact same that we have been over here. And now you have to go ahead and you have to hit publish, and now you have to add a condition, and it's going to be just like all archives. So you can go down and you can just set this to properties archive, and now you can go ahead and you can hit save and close. Okay, now once you come up here and you will refresh this, you can see that now this is how it's looking. It says archives, and now it says the properties right here, and now it's working. And now if you will come up here and you will refresh this page, you can see it still says it seems we cannot find what you are looking for. So what you have to do, you have to click the settings. Okay, and once you are in that, now you have to click preview settings, and now you have to set this to properties archive, and now you have to hit apply and preview so that it's gonna get that, and now you will be able to see all of the properties like that. So this is how now it's looking, and now you can go ahead and you can edit it the way you want to. So we've got classic, and we've got 3 columns, and we've got image position at the top. You can just set this to left, right, or whatever, and you can go down and you can see we've got this much coming. Now since you guys have already worked with the blog page, I don't have to explain you like what is going on and how each and everything is working. We've got the date, we've got the comments like that, and everything is working like that. Same like this, if you now go to the pagination, you can just go ahead and you can see it like that. So it's going to be there, and in the advance, if there is nothing, it's just going to tell you that nothing found. Same like this, if you will click on it and you will select cards, it's going to be in a card way, and it's going to change the look of that like so. And now here you can see this is how our properties are looking, and now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now when you will come up here and you will refresh this, you will see that this is how it's looking, and our all properties page is done. Now if you even go to the location, so if you go to the Abu Dhabi, you can see that for Abu Dhabi it's like that. It's basically like that, and it's not working as it was working over here. So for that, what you have to do, you have to come up here again, and now you have to click on the display conditions, and here you can see it says property archive, location, direct child location, any child location of, and the category, and these right here. So everything is right here. So basically what they're saying is that it's going to be available to the location as well. It's going to be available to a child of location. Now what does a child mean? So you can see that if you come up here, you can see that this is Abu Dhabi. This is basically the location, and the child of the location is basically Al Maraya Island, and these like that. So these are the child of the location. This means that. So what you can do for that is that you can even select all archive. So all archive will basically also cater the post archive, the direct child categories, and these right here. And so what I would recommend is that I would recommend you to create a specific for properties archive, then add these conditions and include this on the location. And also you have to include this on the category pages as well. And that's all. So that's all. We've got the property archive, we've got the location, and we've got the category. And now you can go ahead and you can hit cross, and now you can hit save and close. And now when you will come up here and you will refresh this page, you can see it's right here. It says location Al Maraya Island. And if you go to any of the main location, it's going to work like that. Even if you go to the category, which is going to be the cottages, it's going to show that particular template that we have built. Now, this is something that the Elementor way and the default Elementor way is looking like, but we have to design it like in the all properties or in the location or in the any of the archive page. It should show the price of the property as well, and also just like what square feet this property has and stuff like that. So we want to show it that way. Now how you can do it, so we will be talking about that in the next video, and we will be designing it this way. So you can see we've got the title, we've got the background, in the background we've got the property, then we've got the price, then we've got the location, we've got the category, we've got the square feet, we've got the bedrooms, and we've got a little description. And I will show you how you can go ahead and how you can design it this way. We basically have to create a custom loop, and then we have to loop it through, and we have to show all of the properties right here. So we're going to be designing that particular thing in the next video. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video, now we're going to be talking about how you can design this particular single type of post that is coming, and how you can loop through that, and then you can show multiple posts that are coming like that. So as you can see that in e-commerce website, there is basically the title, and there is basically the price, and then there is the rating of that, and then there is basically a button that says add to cart. Now we're going to be building some of that thing, and we're going to show the image, the featured image, and then we're going to show the title of the post, and then down below we can also show the price like that. So you can see we're going to be building kind of like that. You can see we have got the location, and if anyone will open up that particular location, he will be taken to that particular location like that. Okay, and we will also be working up with the price like that. We will show the price like this over here, and we will also show the bedrooms, the categories, and some of the description of the post as well. So let's just go ahead and let's get started, and let's see how you can design something like that, and how you can basically customize what is coming right here. So this is basically, let me tell you what is happening. This is basically when you click on it, you can see that here is basically the skin. Okay, it says that what type of skin you want to use. So basically the Elementor comes with the default 2, that is basically the classic and the cards and the full content. Okay, and this is the classic, that is a card, and then there is also a full content that we have over here. Like, this is how it's gonna look. Now we're gonna be first switching to the classic, so that it's just gonna be the classic way that is coming. And you guys have also designed the blog page as well, so if you go ahead and you take a look at the blog website, you can see that we use the classic, and this is how we are showing our blog post. Okay, and you guys also know how to customize it, so you can see we are also just using the smaller image down here, and this is how it's looking. Now, since we are building the property website, we also should show the price of the property and the square feet of the property right on the archive page, so that the user know that, okay, this is a property that is of this size, so he should know, instead of just opening that property page and going to that property page and then just getting to know the size of the property. So we have to make sure that we don't do that, and we have to show that. Now let's just go ahead and let's get started, and let's see what are the things that you need to do. So basically, you have to install a plugin, and what you have to do is to go to the plugins, and then you have to click add new, and now here you have to search for loop. Okay, when you will search for loop, you will find a plugin which is Elementor Custom Skin. So what it is referring to is that you can create your own skin, and then you can use that particular skin, and then you can loop through that, and then you can show all the posts. So let's just go ahead and let's install this. You have to install this plugin, and then you have to activate this plugin. And once this plugin gets activated, all you have to do is to now go to the templates, and then you have to click Theme Builder. And when you will click Theme Builder, you will see that here, when you will click Add New, you will find this loop over here. You have to select this, and now you have to define that what is going to be your template name. So we're going to be first just adding that. We're going to say that it's going to be loop property 1. So we're going to be creating our first loop, and then we're going to show that. And now you have to click Create Template. And now here you can see we are right here in the loop right here. Now let's go ahead and let's work with it. So first of all, what I want you to do, I want you to add a new section and then add a full column. Now, basically what we have to do over here is that we have to create one single loop. And then once we're done with that, we will basically go to the classic, click on it, we will select a custom, and then we will choose that particular loop property 1 from there, which is right here. So let's just see and what is happening. So first of all, what you have to do is to get the image of the property. So what you will do, you will just come down here, you will get the image, and you will drag this and drop it right here. So once you are in here, all you have to do is to now come up here and then select the featured image from here. And then you will see that here will be the featured image. Now, if you don't see the featured image, all you have to do is to now go to the settings, then you have to go to the preview settings, and now you have to select property from here, and you have to search for the property that you want here. So we will be searching for the Burj Khalifa, since that was our first property that we added, and you should be having the same property. Now, what you have to do is to click apply and preview, and here will be the image of the particular property. And you can see now we are getting a preview, so it's also going to show you a preview like how it will look on this particular page. Okay, so this is how it's looking right now. Now, once you are done with that, all you have to do is to now get the title of the property as well. So for the title, you guys guessed it correct. You have to drag the heading, and then you have to drop it here. And now you can even align this to center, and you can see it's right here. It says add your heading text here. Now what you have to do is to just get that, get the dynamic content, and you have to get the post title, which is going to be the Burj Khalifa top floor. And now you can see this is how it's looking. So now once you have got your loop property 1 template done, we will just leave it here, and then we will also be adding a button down below. We're going to get this button, and we're going to drop it right here, and we're going to align this to center. And we're going to say that if someone will click on this button, we will just land him to this particular post. So what you have to do, you have to click this dynamic tags, and now you have to select the post URL. Okay, and here in the button, what you can do is that you can even change this to view property. Like that. And now what you will do is that you will hit publish, and then you will hit save and close, and it's just going to be published right away. So once you have published that, all you have to do is to refresh this particular page. Now once you are in this page, all you have to do is to click on it, and now you have to search, click on this classic, and then you have to click this custom, because we have created our own custom property, custom loop over here. And now you have to click select a default template. You have to click on it, and now you can see that you are getting loop property 1. Now this is loop 2 and loop property, which I have created myself. And since you have created only one single loop property right now, that is why you will see it right here. So you have to click on it, and now you will see that it will be totally changed. Okay, you can see we've got this image, we've got this title, and then we've got this view property. Now if you change this to 3 columns over here, you can see this is how it's looking. We've got the title of the property, and then we've got a view property, and now you can even hit update on it. And now when you will go to your site, for.itemzeal.com, your website, and then you will click all properties, then you will see that your property look will be changed, and this is how it's looking. We've got this right here. It says view property, and we've got every property coming like that. So this is what you have done to build a custom loop, and then you are looping through that, and this is how basically it's looking. Now let's go ahead and let's create something that most of the property websites are using. So let me just go ahead and let me just show you what most of the properties are using. So we're gonna just search for property in UAE, and we're going to take a look at the websites, like what they're using, what type of template they're using, and we're going to see their design. So this one is right here. We're going to open that. We're going to open this one in a new tab, and we're going to open this one as well. Now we've got some of the properties like here. So you can see here is the image of the property. Then here is the title of the property, and then here is basically the location. Then we've got the price, we've got the category, which is apartment, we've got the bedrooms, we've got the bathrooms, and we've also got the square feet. So this is how basically it's looking. They're also just showing the agent right here. So the agent will also come up here as well. So if you have the agent image, you can also show it that way as well. Same like this, we have got a lot of properties that are coming like this. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at this one. They're also showing that way. They're showing basically the price first, then they're showing the title, then they're showing the category, and then they're showing the bedroom, bathroom, and the stuff like that. So if you have added the bathrooms as well, that's a great thing. You can also add that particular as well. Same like this, they're also showing a call and an email. Now, since in our website, in our property, we are basically only getting the email of the agent, that is why we can also use the email over there. So this is how it's kind of looking. Now let's go down, let's take a look at this one. We go down, and this is how the properties are looking. So same like this, if you now search for any of the property, let's see how does they look. So this is how it's looking. It's just like that. This is the right here. This is they're also showing the time over here as well, and the call and email as well. So I kind of like it this way. Okay, you can see there is the image, there's the title, there's the location, and then there is the price, and then there is that way. Now we're not going to be copying the exact same design, but we're going to be taking an idea of what they are doing. So let's just go ahead and let's go to the Elementor loop property, which is the loop property page that we are designing right here. Now let's take a look at that as well side by side, and let's see what they're doing. So they are basically taking the featured image, then they're taking the title, which is basically the link as well. So if someone will click on it, he should be taken to that particular property. And then we've got the location, then we've got the price, and then we've got that. So let's just go and let's design it that way. So basically what you have to do is to click cross and then get rid of everything. And now you have to add a column, add a structure, and then you have to add 2 columns. So here is going to be the image, and here is going to be the details of the property. So what we will do, we will just basically resize it, and we will keep it to be at least 35 and 65. Like so. And once you've got that, all you have to do is to now get the image. So we will get the image, and we will drop it here. And now here is going to be the property info. Okay, now leave this preview because this is basically showing 4 columns over here. So we don't need 4 columns, we just need 1 single column. So we will focus on that, and then we will loop through that. And then what we will do is that we will select 1 single column, and here will be 1 property coming on each line. So we will first do that, and then we will be going ahead and we will be building a template like that as well. So you have to stay tuned for that, and we will be building this particular template in the next video. Now let's go ahead and let's design this. So first of all, we are getting the image of the property. Okay, and then what you have to do is to click on it, and now you have to set the featured image so that the featured image should come up right here. Now once you've got the image, all you have to do is to now get the title of the property as well. So what we will do, we will click on it, we will get the title over here, which is going to be right here, and now you can go ahead and you can get the title of the property. Now, what they're doing is that the title is also the link of the property. So if someone will click on that, he should be taken to that particular property. So what we will do, we will click on dynamic tags under the link, and we will say that if someone clicks on it, we need the guide to be landed on the property page. Okay. Now, what you can do is that you can look for that, what they're doing. So they're showing the location of the property. And what we will do is that we will also show the location of the property, and we will also add the category of the property as well over there. So what you can do, you can click on it, and then you can get this post info. You can get that, and you can drop it right here. And here is going to be the information about the property, like on what time it was published, and also the date it was published, and also the username who published it. So same like this, you can also use a brand information, like who is the agent of that, and then you can use that. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be deleting that. And we are also going to be deleting the date and the time and the comments as well. Now here, what you have to do is to click on it, and here you have to select the terms here. And in the terms, we will choose first the location of the property, which is going to be the downtown, and it's also the linkable. So the link is also there, and if someone will click on it, he will be landed to that particular location that is going to be the downtown in Dubai. Okay, this is how basically it's working. Now here in the icon, you can select a custom icon, and you can search for the location here so that the guy should know that, okay, you are talking about the location, and then you can hit insert, and here's going to be the location like that. Now once you've got your location done, all you have to do is to now click add item, and we will be adding a different item here. And in this, we're going to be using the exact same terms, and now you have to choose the category from here. Now this categories is basically the post type category, and this category is basically the category that we have created for our website. Okay, this is basically, if you take a look at the properties and then you go to the category, then these are the categories that we have created. So we have named it as the category. Okay, you can see it right here, category. So we will select it from here, and here is going to be now the apartment coming like here. So now we're done with some part. What we're done with the location, we're done with the title, and now we have to add the price. So what you can do, you can add the price as well. So for the price, what we will do, we will add a heading over here. We're just going to add this down below. And in the size of the heading, we will just choose it to be H3, which is going to be right here. And now here you have to get the price of the property. So we will click ACF field. It's going to get that using the ACF field. And now here you have to get the price of the property, which is going to be right here. Now what you can do is that you can click on advanced, and now here you can give a space, and then you can type in here USD, so the guy should know that, okay, they're talking about 1250 USD. Now you can even keep it to be right here in the end, or you can just add it in before as well. So I like it with the before, and it's just going to be much perfect. So we've got the USD 1250 right here. Okay, now what you can do is that you can get the information about the property. So this is going to be the bedrooms and the bathrooms, if you are basically adding that, and the square feet as well. So what we will do, we will basically come up here, and now we will get the icon. So you have to click on it, and here you can see we've got the icon right here. So you have to basically get the icon list, and then you have to drag this and drop it right here. Now you can see this is how it's looking. So once you've got your icon list, all you have to do is to set this to inline so that this is how they should be looking. And now you can go ahead and you can delete this one. And now here we've got the list item 1 and the icon as well. So for the list item 1, what we will do is that we will get the number of the bedrooms. So for that, what you have to do, you have to search for beds. Okay, and here is going to be the bed. You can just add that, and here now you can see here is bed. Now what you can do is that you can click on the dynamic tags, and now you can go down, you can click on the ACF field, you can click on it again, and now you can get basically the bedrooms over here, and here is now going to be the bedroom, which is 5. Same like this, you can just type in here that like bedrooms as well, so that the guy should know, okay, you were talking about not beds, you were talking about bedrooms. So in the after, you can just add it right here, bedrooms. Okay, like so. And now in the second list item, what you can do is that you can click on it, and now here we will be talking about the square feet. So we will just search for ruler over here, and here we've got the pencil and the ruler, and you can click on insert, and here is it. Now here you can get the square feet as well. So you can click on ACF field, you can click on it again, and then you can select the size of the property, and here's going to be now the size. And now what you can do, you can go to the advanced, and now here in the after, you can add SQFT, which is the square feet. And now here you can see that we are now done till here. Now what you can do is that you can get a button that's going to be just like email the agent, or you can also add view property as well. So we're going to get the button, we're going to drag this, and we're going to drop it right here. And now here you can go ahead and you can add here view. And now here, once you're done, all you have to do is to click on basically dynamic tags and click post URL. And now once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now hit update. And now you can go ahead and you can hit save and close. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be quickly going ahead and I'm going to be styling it using our color combination that we have been using on our website. So now here you can see that I'm done with that. Now I'm going to be quickly telling you the color, the styling that I've done. So I've basically changed the black color. I've also changed this to the default 32 and 300 as the weight. And here you can see that I've changed nothing except for the color of that. So here I want you guys to do one more thing. And here you can see that for the terms over here, apartment, we are basically choosing no icon. And here you have to choose, we're going to be selecting that. And here we will choose it to be home. Okay, and you have to basically click on home, and here we've got the home as well. So here basically in the color of the text, we are basically choosing this color text, which is basically the same that we are using over here. Same like this, we are using the same color for this icon as well. And for the price of the property, we are using this color that we are using here. So you can read that, and then you can copy the same. And with the button here, I've done much customization. You can see that I've given some of the padding from the top, some padding from the bottom as well, which is going to be same. And the right is 35 and 35. And now this is how it's looking. Now for the hover effects, I'm using a little darker color, which is going to be right here. So now once we're done with that, all you have to do is to now go ahead and hit update. And now you can even hit save and close. Now, once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now come up here, and then you have to basically refresh this page. And once you will refresh, you will see that the look of the website would be totally changed. And now you can see this is how it's looking. So now what you have to do is to click on it. Okay. And once you click, you will see that here now we have got the columns. So for the columns, what you will do, you will change this to one single column. And now you can see this is how it's looking. So we've got lavish villa in Dubai. In Abu Dhabi, and we've got Dubai and everything. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update. And now when you will come up to your website, and then you will go to all of the properties, you will see that your property look would be totally changed. You've got the lavish villa in Dubai, and you can even click view property, and you can see this is how it's looking. We are totally done with that. So now, same like this, what you can do is that you can even do one more thing. And that is, with this particular section, you can click on it, and now you can go to the style of the section, and here you can apply a box shadow, okay, which is going to be very minimal. So we're going to be keeping it to be 0.1 or 0.2, and then you can go ahead and you can hit update. You can hit save and close, and now you don't have to do any change. All you have to do is to just come up here, go to the all properties, and then you can see that the look of it is changed. We have got a little box shadow, and this is how it's looking. So now it's kind of looking very nice. You can even click on any of the property, any of the location here, and you're going to be taken to the location Burj Dubai, and now this is also looking like that. So if you click view property, you will be taken to that particular property. If you click the category of the property, you will be taken to the category of the apartment, and this is how it's looking. So same like this, you can even click on the title, and you will be taken to that particular property as well. So now let's go ahead and let's go to the archive page again, and let's see. You can see that the image is not clickable. So if you click on the image, nothing happens. Same like this, what you can do is that you can even do it that way. You can say that if someone will click on the image, I want him to be landed on the post URL. And now you can go ahead, you can hit update. you can hit save and close, and now you can come up here and then you can refresh this page, and now you can see that the image is clickable, and if you will click, you will be taken to that particular property here. So this is how it's looking. Congratulations, and now you are fully done with the first type of loop property that we're done. Now here is basically a suspense. Now I want you guys to learn how to design it the way I showed you before. So in the next video, I'll show you how you can go ahead and how you can design it another way, which is going to be a little bit harder. That is why I just want to do it in the next video. So stay tuned for that, and we will learn that in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So as in the previous video, we actually designed this particular one. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can go ahead and how you can design it another way. And let me show you what type of design I'm talking about. So we're going to be trying to achieve this particular design, and I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and how you can design it this way. Now first of all, what you have to do is to come up here. Now you have to click on add new. And now here we have to create another loop property that we will go ahead and we will use it on here, and we will see which design looks much better, and then we're going to be sticking to that. So let's just go ahead and let's name this particular loop property. Now this time we're going to be changing this to loop property 2, and we're going to hit create template. So let's just go ahead and let's work with it. First of all, what you have to do is to come up here, and now you have to create a full column. And now here what you have to do is to just change this to full width, so that this should be full width, and whatever we should be adding should be full width, and there should be no gapping between that. So now once you are done with that, all you have to do is to now start adding the elements. Now you can see that we are using basically here a call to action feature that is the Elementor feature itself. So what you have to do is to just search for CTA, and now you will get this call to action. All you have to do is to just drag this and drop it right here, and you can see this is how it's looking. Now here we will be changing this to cover, so this is how it should be looking. And now here in the content, you have to just get rid of the description and the button itself. It should be just the title of that. Now here we will go to the image, and we will get the image as the featured image of the property. And now here you can see that again we have to come up here, and we have to change the preview settings, and we have to change this to property. And now here we have to search for Burj Khalifa, and you can just find any other property as well, and now you can hit apply and preview. And now here you can see that now we've got the image right here coming. So once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now work with the title. So for the title, we will go to the content, we will click on the dynamic tags, and we will change this to post title. So now here you can see this is how it's looking. We've got the Burj Khalifa top floor, which is just like that. Now what you have to do is to add the background overlay. So for that, what you have to do, you have to click on the element itself. You have to go to the style, and in the hover effects, just add an overlay in the normal. So we will click on that. We will select it to be black color, and we will just drag it and choose the perfect color for our needs. So we're going to be keeping it to be a little light, so that the image should also be visible along with the title, like so. And once you have reached the perfect color, then you have to stick with it. Now you can see that we are fully done with the image, and we are also done with that. Now what you have to do is to just click to this column, and then you have to go to the advanced and make sure to set the padding to be 0, so that there should be no spacing and it should be perfectly coming. And now you can see that we are now done with the title and the image itself. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be coming up here, I'm going to be clicking this call to action, and I'm going to be going to the content, and I'm going to be just messing up with the title itself. So I'm going to be choosing it to be 22 in size. I'm going to be choosing the font family to be Montserrat, and the weight is going to be 200. Like so. And now you can see that this is how our property is looking with the sleek design right here. So once we're done with that, all you have to do is to now get the type, which is the category, and then we've got this right here, which is basically the location and the category itself. So what we will do, we will just come up here, and we will go for the inner section, okay? You have to get this inner section, and then you have to drop it right here. And now you have to basically change this to full width as well, like so. And now we have to just add the post info over here. So this time we're going to be just adding one single post info, and we're going to be getting the location of the property. So for the location, you have to go to the terms, you have to just get the location, then you have to add a custom icon, and then you have to look for the location icon, and then you are done with that. So once you've got your location, you also have to make sure that you also set the text color to the same color that you are using with your website as well. And you can see this is how it's looking. Now once you've got your location this done, all you have to do is to duplicate it and get this location right over here. And now you have to change this. So this time we're going to be changing this to category, and we're going to be changing the icon to home, and we're going to add that. And now what you have to do is to just hit insert. And you can see now we're done. Now you have to go to the style, and you have to align this at the end so that this is how it should be looking. We've got the location and we've got the category. So now once you've got your location and the category itself done, now you have to get the square feet and the bedrooms. So what you can do, you can just come up here, and now you can go ahead and you can duplicate this. And now you can see we've got 2 over here. So this time we're going to be deleting this guy over here, and we're going to be getting the icon list again. So you can go ahead, you can get this icon list, you can just come up here, you can drag this and drop it, you can get rid of this, and now we've got only one single item over here as well. Now what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to get the square feet. So for the square feet, you can just get this ruler icon, you can just go ahead, you can insert it, and now you can go ahead and you can get it from the ACF field, and you can click on it again, and now you can get the size of the property along with the square unit, so which is going to be square feet. And you can see now we're done with that. So for the icon, I've changed something. I've changed the title, and I've also changed the size of it to be 17, like so. And now once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now duplicate this and now get this over here to this particular second column. And you can see that I'm not able to drag it. So what you will do, you will click on the navigator itself, and now when you will click on it, you can see it's going to take you there. So now what you have to do is to just drag this and drop it under the second column right here. So once you've got it in the second column, all you have to do is to get rid of this post info. So what we will do, we will get rid of that, and now we are done with this right here. So now what you can do is that you can come up here, you can go to the content over here, and here now you can change this. So instead of that, you will just go ahead and you will choose bedrooms, and now here in the icon, you're going to be choosing it to be the bed over here. So this is how it's going to work. Same like this, you can even come up here, and now you can go ahead and you can change the advanced, and you can even change this to bedrooms. And now when you will go down, you can see this is how it's going to look like. Same like this, you can go to the style, and you can align this to right so that this is how it's going to be. And now even you can go ahead and you can short it to be like that, and you can just come up here, and instead of using the bedrooms itself, you can change this to rooms. Like so. We've got 250 square feet, we've got 5 rooms, and this is how it's looking. So now you have to get a little bit about the post. And what you have to do for that is to just come up here and get the heading itself. And now you have to drag this and drop it right here. Now you have to even align this to center. You can even just keep it to be justified like that. So we're going to be keeping it to be aligned to center. And now what you have to do in the dynamic tags, you have to get the post summary. So post summary means that it's going to show you a little bit about the post. Now you can even click on it and you can decide like how much content you were looking for. So you can just decide that. So I'm getting 25 characters. Now here you're going to change this to a paragraph so that this is how it should be in a paragraph way. And now you can see that you are fully done with the look of the website. You can see we've got the Burj Khalifa top floor, the title, the location, the apartment, the category, and the rooms, and the square feet, the size as well. And everything is coming like that, and it's much perfect. Now once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now cater the price of the property as well. So what you can do for that is to just go ahead and add another thing. And this time, what you have to do is to now get the intersection at the top beneath the image right over here. And now here you have to use only one single column, okay? Like so. So now, once you've got your intersection over here, all you have to do is to now go ahead and add the price of your property. So what we will do, we will go ahead, we will get this heading, and we will drop it in here. And now what you have to do is to just click on it, and now change this to an ACF field, and now change this to even price, so that here should be the price coming. Same like this, you can go ahead and you can add a dollar sign before so that the guy should know that, okay, the price is in dollars. And now once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now click on it again and then align this to center like so. So now you can see that we are done till here. Now what you have to do is to just style it so that it should be gone above. There should be a background, there should be a border, and then there should be a box shadow. So we need to do these stuff. Now what you have to do for that is to just come up here, click this particular column, and then go down. And here you can see this is how it's looking. Now you have to go to the style, and now even you have to go to the background type, and you have to change this background type to be white in color. And you can see nothing will happen. But when we will go to the advanced, and then when we will go to the margin and we will bring this to top, then you will see a huge change. So what you have to do for that is to click this section, and then go to the advanced, and then click this and uncheck this, and then you have to basically decrease the margin so that it goes above, like so. And now you can see that we are right here. So we're done till here. Now what you have to do is to click on this column again and make sure that there should be white color, which is the background of the color, like so. And you can see that this is working. The background color is working, but this is not working as here when it goes above. So what you have to do for that is to just switch this to just basically a different color for a time being. And now you have to go to the advanced, and then in the Z index, just increase this to 1. And now you can see it will go above. Now what you have to do is to go back and then change this to white again so that this should be white in color. Now you can go ahead and you can see it like how it's looking. Okay, this is how it's looking like right here. But this is not looking perfect. Okay, so what you have to do for that is to just click on this column and now go to the advanced and make sure to give some margins from the right and the left. So we're going to uncheck this. We're going to be adding some margins, which is going to be 50 pixels from this side and 50 pixels from this side. And now you can see this is how it's looking. So it's basically in the center. So instead of the 50 now, I'm going to be changing this to 100. And I'm also going to be changing this to 100 as well. And now you can see now we've got the perfect position, and this is how it's looking. Same like this, now you can even come up here and you can add a border. And in the border, you're going to be adding a box shadow, and you're going to be keeping it to be very light. So we're going to be keeping it to be 0.3, like so. Now, once you're done with the border, all you have to do is to now add a little light border down below as well. So what you're going to do, you're going to click solid, and you're going to uncheck. And in the bottom, you're going to be adding it to be 1 or 2 times border. Now you have to choose the color. So here now, I'm going to be pasting the color code, which is right here. And now you can see that your look is already done. We've got the location, we've got the price, we've got this, and everything working perfectly. Now there's, you can see a bit spacing right here. So what you can do for that is that you can select this particular column, you can go to the advanced, and you can unlink the values. And now you can even increase this to top a bit so that it just basically comes to a perfect position. And now we're done at basically 12 pixels from the top. That is basically minus 12, right? So now you can see that we're fully done with that. And once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now click on the main section that is basically holding everything, which is this section. Okay? And now you can even go ahead, you can go to the style, you can go to the border, and you can apply a box shadow, which is going to be really very light. I'd recommend you to have it at 0.1. And once you're done with that, all you have to do is to now hit save and close. And now let's go ahead and let's see how does it look on our website. So now here you have to go to the properties. You have to basically come up here and you have to refresh this. And now here what you have to do is to click on it, and then you have to select the loop property 2, and now here you will see that. So here it is. This is how it's looking. Now you can go ahead and you can change this to 3 columns, and this is how it's looking. So if you will view this, you can see now this is how it's looking. We've got this location, this, and everything working perfectly. Now here as you can see that we need to give some spacing from this side, and some spacing from down below. So what you have to do is to now go to the loop type here, and you have to basically come up here to this particular one, the heading down below. And now here you have to click advanced and then add some padding. So we're going to be unchecking the values. We're going to be adding 10 from the right. We're going to be adding 10 from the left. And now you can see it's kind of arranged in a better way. And we're going to be adding 8 from the bottom so that there should be much more spacing from the bottom as well. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update. You can hit save and close. And now when you will come up here and you will even refresh this particular page, or if you go to this particular page in a new tab, you can see this is how it's looking. Oh, wait, we have to basically update this page. We have to update this page. And now you have to come up here and now you have to refresh this. And now you can see that this is how it's looking. This is the title. This is the location. And here we've got everything. We've got the rooms, we've got the category, and we've got this as well. Now here you can see that I'm not using the rooms over here. So if you want to basically delete the rooms as well from here, you can do it that way. You can just click on it and you can go to this right here. And in the end, you can basically come up here and you can delete this rooms. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update and you can even save this and close. Now this is self-explanatory. I don't have to explain you that, but now you can see that we have got it the way it should be. Now we are fully done with this. Now here you can see that if anyone will click on anything, nothing is working. So we basically have to make sure that if someone will click on this particular image, he should be landed to that particular page. So what you have to do is to click on it, click on this particular call to action, and then go to the content. And in the content over here where it says the link, you have to click it and you have to select the post URL. And now you have to set this to the whole box so that the whole box is linkable. And now you have to click update and you have to hit save and close. And now when you will come up here and you will refresh this page, now this is linkable. So if someone will click on it, he will be redirected to that particular page. Same like this, if you now go to any of the location as well, like Almaria Island, this is how it's looking. Same like this, if you also want to increase the blackness, the overlay of that particular thing, you can also do it. You can just click on it, you can go to the style, and you can even keep it to be much darker so that the title should be much more visible, like so. And now you can go ahead, you can hit update, and you can hit save and close. And now let's go ahead and let's view it one more time. And you can see this is how it's looking. So now it kind of looks much better and our website is fully designed. So stay tuned guys and bye-bye. What's up guys and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be working up with the search form and we're going to design that. Now the first thing that you have to do is to basically just click on it and then you have to go to the header right here. And now we have to basically make the changes into our header because we want to add the form over here. So first of all, I want you guys to get an inner section and drop it right here. And here we should be having the section. Now you can drag this menu and you can drop it here. And now you can align this over here. So here we should be having just the contact form. Okay, and we also have to do one more thing, and that is to click on this intersection right here and make sure to set the margin to this 0 and the padding to be 0 as well, so that there should be no gapping and it should be like a normal menu and there should be nothing. And now here we have to add our search form. So let's go ahead and let's search for search, and we have got this search form. Now you can get this, you can drop it right here, and here we've got that. Now here we're going to change this to a full screen so that there should be just a button, and we're going to click on this guy right here and we're going to align this to in the middle like so. And here we've got our search form ready. So let's just click on it, and now you can go ahead and you can design it the way you want to. So we're going to go toggle color. We're going to change its color to basically white, and I think that's fine. And same like this, you can even change its background color to this right here that we have been using. So make sure to change its background color on hover, not in the normal, okay? And now we're going to come up here and we're going to see, and let's see how does it look. So it looks like that, which is kind of perfect, you know? So if you're going to click, here's going to be a search pop-up and you can now search for it. So we're going to make sure that we keep it the least possible. And let's see. I think it's fine, pretty fine. You can go ahead, you can hit update, and now you can go ahead and you can go to the website like here. So we're going to go to the website right here, and we're going to test this out. So first of all, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to search for Burj Khalifa. So here on just searching for Burj, here it says the search results for Burj, okay? And here we've got the Burj Khalifa right here. You can click on it, you'll be taken to that particular post. But it's not coming this way. Okay, like it's coming this way here. This is how it should be working, right? So you have to use the exact same strategy that we did with our e-commerce website. Okay, you can see this is how the website looks. Here we added the search form, and when anyone searches for anything like an iPhone and he just hits enter, he's going to be taken there, and this is how the template is looking, right? So we have to make sure that we use this strategy. We use this iPhone, and post_type is equals to product. Now what we have to do, let's suppose that I search for a villa, okay? Now here you can see I'm getting a lot of properties right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in here n% and post type is equals to, so from product, I'm going to change it to basically the slug of my custom post type. So the slug of my custom post type is what? Is basically property. And here we're going to change it to basically the property right here. So we're going to change this to property, and now we have to hit enter, and it's going to work like that. It says search results for a villa, and here we've got the villa, and now here this is how it's looking. So it's working perfectly. Same like this, even if you now will take you to the second page, it's going to take you to the second page. It says page 2, and it's working like that. So how do we implement this? Now what we did with this website, we added a plugin that was the custom CSS and JS, and what we did is that we added a JS code. And what was that JS code? That JS code was for search. So here is not going to be that JS code because it should be in all custom CSS, all custom codes, right? So here is basically the search form. And now you have to basically edit it, and you have to see what was that. So it was that, okay? It was elementor-search-form append, and we had appended this particular thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we're going to copy it from this website. We're going to come up here, and we're going to go to the plugins, and then we have to add a new plugin. And this is going to be the custom CSS. Okay, so you can just search for custom CSS JS, and you can hit enter, and it's going to get you that particular plugin, which is simple custom CSS and JS. You're going to hit install now, and once that gets installed, all you have to do is to activate it. So here you can see we've got our custom CSS and JS activated. Now here you have to click on add custom JS, and here you have to paste your code, and here you can type in here search form. Now here you have to change one thing. Where it says post_type is equals to product over here, you have to change this product to basically the slug of your custom post type. That's going to be the property. And now here it's going to be in the header, not in the header, but it's going to be in the footer, and it's going to be in the front end. Now what we're going to do, we're going to just hit publish, and we're going to visit the website, and now we're going to search for a keyword. That's going to be a villa again. And we're going to hit enter, and here we go. It's working. Post_type property is right here. So congratulations, you are now also done with a search form. Now what you can do is that you can even add a search form down below over here. So you can type in a heading that says search for properties, and here's going to be a big search form so that people can search for properties even as well. Now it totally depends where you want to put your search form. You guys don't know the Elementor, so you guys can do it. Now in the next video, we are going to be doing a great thing. You can see we go down. Here is how this is looking, right? This is going above, but we're going to make it fixed. And then we're going to bring this to top. And this is going to be a great, amazing, some z-index and fixed positioning that we're going to be doing in the next video. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. What's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be working up with a new design technique that most of the websites use, and they use it right here. So you can see when we go down, this Dubai is also moving above, this section is also moving above, and then this section comes. But what we want to do is that we want to make sure that the user should see that this section is right here still, and then on the top of it, this section is coming right here. So we want to give that effect. Now stay tuned with me in this video, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So first of all, what I want you to do, I want you guys to go to the header right here, click edit Elementor header, and make sure to just click on it, and this main section that is basically holding the full header. You have to go to the advanced and make sure to set the z index here in the advanced to 10. Okay, and now once you are done with that, all you have to do is to now go back to your home page. And now what you have to do is to start editing your homepage. So what you have to do, you have to basically click on edit page, and then you have to click edit with Elementor so that you're taken there. Okay, and now what you have to do is that you have to see that on which stuff you have to basically work with the animation, with the basically that thing, like when we go down, this should be fixed, and then this should be coming on top of it. So let's just go ahead and let's work with it. So we want to add that on this section, we want to add that on this section, and we want to add that on this section, and that's all. So now what you have to do is to basically first select this section, and then you have to click edit section, and now you have to go down, and then you have to set this to basically 1. Okay, you have to set this to 1. Then when you are done with that, all you have to do is to select the next section and then go to the advanced and then set this to 2, so that this should be below and then this should be on top of it. Okay, and then what you have to do is to just set this section and just click edit on this, and then you have to go to the advanced and you have to set this to 3, so that this should come on top of it. Now what you have to do is to just click on this section right here, and now you have to go to the motion effects and you have to set this to sticky on top. Okay, same like this, you have to click the next section, and you can see how this effect is working. We go there, it's fixed, then this new section coming, and this Dubai is fixed. So how great effect is it looking, right? So we have to add this to this section as well. Like you can see, this Abu Dhabi is going above. Now you have to select this section, and you have to even change this to sticky on top. And now when you go down, you can see it's gonna fixed, and then this new section will come from downwards. Okay, like that. And now you have to change this to basically motion effects, and you have to make this to be as sticky as well, because it should be also in the top. Okay, and now you have to go above, and you can see it's fixed, and here our page gets ended. Okay, so this is how it's looking, and now you're gonna hit update. Now what you have to do is to just click on it, and then you have to basically come up right here, and you can see we go down, every section is moving, but when we reach this particular position, it's gonna go above, and now it's gonna be fixed, okay, here. And now a new section just comes from the bottom, and this is how it's giving this particular effect. You can see how cool is it working. So then we've got this, and then a new section is coming on top of it, and then we go down, and here it is. And now between here is the footer. So you can see this is the footer being implemented, but you're not able to see it because it's behind that page. So what you have to do, you have to go to the footer right here, you have to click Elementor footer, and you're going to be taken to the footer page. And now you have to select this particular one, and you have to make sure that you add 4 or more than 4 to that. And the reason for that is because basically we have stopped at 3 there on our main page. So if you take a look at the site 4 right here, you go down, you can see this was the first Z index, this was the second, so that it comes on top, this was the third, that it comes on top, and now we have 3 layers. Okay, the first layer is this, the second layer is this, and the third layer is this. And now what you have to do is to just make this the 4th layer. So you're gonna add 4, and you're gonna hit update. And now what you can do is that you can come up here, and you can see here we're getting the footer right here. And once you update the page, and then you come up here, and then you refresh this page, you will see that it will be top, definitely. And you can see how is it coming basically on top of it. So now we also have to make this one, the footer down below, also the 4, because that's going downward. So you have to basically select this section too, and now you have to go to the advanced, and you have to make this 4, and then you have to hit update. And now when you will come down here, and you will see that this will be basically on the top of that, basically beneath here. You can see how is it working. So congratulations guys, now we are totally done with this homepage as well. And so in the next video we will be talking about more stuff. Stay tuned, and bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video now we're going to be talking about the related products. So basically these properties are kind of a product like, so we're going to be showing some of the related products down below like we showed in our e-commerce website. So if you take a look at this particular product, we go down and we then come here, you can see that the related products are shown based on the category. So category is what? Category is basically a taxonomy of a custom post type, and a custom post type is basically a product here. Now the exact same situation is going to happen here. The custom post type here is a property, and taxonomies we have here is the location, and we also have the category. So you can decide whether you need to show them based on the location or the category, and you can show them both as well. So let's just go ahead and let's click default property template, and here we are. Now you can see here it says this right here, the location is this and the category is this. We go down and we've got the property images and we've got this. Now we're going to be taking a look at what to add. So we're going to be adding a heading. We're going to be adding then the context. Okay, so what you can do is that you can even duplicate this section, and here's going to be another one, and now you can cross this, and we shall have only one single text that is going to be property images. So what you can do is that you can even change this to related properties. Okay, and now what you have to do is to basically click on here, and now you have to search for post, and here's going to be the post right here. So you have to drag this and you have to drop it down below, and here we've got that. Now you have to select the theme that is going to be custom, and that's going to be low property 2, which we are using on our archive page. Now you have to go to the query, and then you have to select the post, and now you have to change this to related. Okay, and once you will choose this to be related, you will see that all the posts will come as they are related. So they're related with the taxonomy, that is category, and they're coming that way. So we've got the villas, 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 and villas. Now let's suppose that I want to show only those properties that are in this particular location. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select include by, and here I'm going to say it should be a term, and here I'm going to select it to be the location. And once I do that, then I go down, and here should be only the Almaria Island coming right here. Now let's suppose that if I need to add both, like it should be from the same location and the category should be same too. What you can do, you can select the category, and here's going to be that too. And now when you will go down, you should see only those properties that has both. So it should be from the Almaria Island, and it should be of the villa. Then it's going to be appearing here. So since you can see that on Almaria Island, we had only one single property. That is why it was showing, and it was the resort. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hit update, and I'm going to go to the website right here. And now when you will open up any of the property that has some more categories in it, so let's suppose that we go to the Abu Dhabi and then we go to the Khalifa city, and in here we should be having some of the properties that are in the same category and the same location. So in Khalifa city we've got this villa and this villa, and we've got two villas right here. Okay, so if we open up this, we should see this in the related property. I'm going to open this up, and here we've got this location and this category. We go down, and you should see now the same location and the same category only. So you can decide whether you need it based on the location, whether you need it based on the category, or whether you need it based on the both, so that both should match, and then the related properties will come. So you have to decide that. Now I like to do it based on the location way, so that if anyone is interested in that particular location, he should see more of that. So what you can do is that you can just cross this up, and you should see now the location based only. Okay, and here will be only the location based. That's going to be the Almaria Islands, and this is right here. Now what you can do is that you can even display the location, like related properties in the location that you have selected here. So what you can do for that is that here you can see we've got a text over here. What we're going to do, we're going to come up here and we're going to just add a heading of it. So we're going to keep it to be 30 pixels, and here it is, and we're going to increase this to even 35, like so. And now what you have to do is to basically just click on it and then get the post info. You have to drag this, and then you have to drop it down below right here. And now you have to click cross, cross, and cross, and here you should see one single one. Now you have to come up here, and you have to change this to terms, and then the terms you have to change this to location, so you should see just the location. Now once you've got your location, all you have to do is just uncheck the link and get rid of the icon, and we should just see the text. Now, once you've got your text, all you have to do is to match it with this, right? So you have to come up here and you have to use the text properties that we've been using over here. So we're going to come up here and we're going to change this to the monster rat, since that's what we've been using. And once you've got that, all you have to do is now choose the font size and also the weight, which is going to be that way. And now you can see it matches that. So I think I should be just decreasing it a bit. And now once you've got that, all you have to do is to now click on the heading right here, go to the advanced, and in the positioning, you have to set the width to be the inline. And once you do that, you can see it just comes right that. And now you have to do the same with this one. You have to click on it, go to the advanced, go to the positioning, and set this to inline too. So here you should see that. Now, if you will click, it says related properties Almaria Island. Now we have to align this the way it should be. So basically, this has a line height to be 1. So if you take a look at that, you can see we've got the line height to be 1. Now you have to do the same for this. You have to click on it, you have to go to the style, and then you have to go to the text over here, and here you should basically set the line height to be 1.0, and it's going to match that. It's matching right here. You can see it yourself. Now once it is done, all you have to do is to click on the heading right here, and you have to type in here related properties in, and here it is. Now once you've got that, all you have to do is to now go to the advanced right here, and here in the padding you have to just uncheck and add some padding in the right. So we're going to increase it like so, and we're going to add the exact same gapping that is being added over here. And here it is. It says related properties in Almaria Island. Now you can design it the way you want to, and you are done. So you can see this is how pretty well it's looking. So now we need to give some space down below. So how to give space? So if you want to give space, all you have to do is to search for a widget called spacer. You have to get that, and you have to drop it down below like so. And here we've got the space. Then you can decide how much you need. And once you're done, you're done. You can see this is how it's looking. It says related properties in Almaria Island, and we've got all the properties showing down below. Same like this, you can even decide this, like how much posts you need. And so we're going to click on the layout right here, and here it says post per page. We're going to set this to 3 because we need only the 3, so that if there should be more, only the 3 posts should be coming, and the columns should be 3 only too. And in the pagination, you should basically set this to none because we do not want to show the pagination obviously here. And that's all. You can see that now you're fully done with the website right here. Same like this, what you can do is that you can even add a spacer down below so that there should be more spacing. Or what you can do is that you can select this section, go to the advanced, and add some margin from the top and bottom. So we're going to be adding a 50 pixels from the top and bottom, and it should be fine, like so. So that's all for right now, and now you have also added the related properties. Now let's just go ahead and let's hit update, and let's verify it if it's working. So we're going to hit enter, refresh to this particular one, and it should say related properties in Khalifa City, which is going to be that. And here, every property that is coming is basically based on that particular location, but the category can differ. Like you can see that, and only 3 are coming, like so, which is giving a really great impact. That's all for right now. In the next video, we will be talking about more stuff. Bye-bye.